Oh my gosh, that was hilarious.
What up? Welcome. We were just laughing about something that I showed that I'm getting. I want to show you guys.
Wow.
Right?
Dude, I wasn't ready.
She wasn't ready. Trust me, I'm so excited to like unveil what that is for everyone that's on the channel. So I had to show Tiff real quick before we got it started. Hopefully they can hear us. I actually do not know. Guys, leave a 1 down in the chat down below if you can hear and or see us. Let us know. Leave a 1 down below so we can get this conversation started correctly. You understand what I'm saying? Hey, Tiff.
Hey, NTR.
Hey, look at the shoulders. Nice. She's good.
You don't gotta get my mask on.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about the mask.
Okay.
We gotta talk about the mask. We gotta talk about the state of affairs.
Yes.
I have not seen you
Yeah.
in a long time.
I gotta get mine.
Cause So for folks that don't know, let's address. Okay, we see some ones coming through. Let me say what up to everybody real quick, and then because this is the notification gang right here. I don't know if you knew that, but like the ones that come in. Yeah. This the
pew. Those, yeah. No. So why are you coming at my wife right now? Somebody just showed me that video. I think some people know what I'm talking about.
Is it the Kevin Hart shit?
It's a 22. Pew pew pew.
That's Kevin Hart. Yeah.
Oh God. I just got hip, y'all.
Listen, I appreciate you getting hip, okay?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate you. What up, everybody that's coming in the building? Cal, I see you. Van Lee, I see you. Oh, Andre, how are you, my G? Good to see you. Transcendent with P. What's good, family? You already know I can't say your name, okay? You're gonna get me demonetized, but what's good? what's good, my G? He's always in here.
Oh, wow.
Skybound, I see you. Kenny! Listen, I just hit Raven up today. I'm gonna bring it back. Trust me. Okay, it's been weird this whole COVID situation. I mean, in terms of like the direction, you guys already know where the channel's been going. Shout out to Jack Daniels, yo MTR. Ask Tiff who she going to the dance with. Spalding.
You really gonna come in my life? Okay, I see you, Jack.
Listen, thank you so much, Jack. Thank you so much for $5 super chat. I appreciate you getting popped off in here before we officially get it started. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. Yeah, he came for you.
Yeah, he did.
He came for you.
Right in here.
Right in the jugular.
It's fine.
What's good? How are you? Yeah, you came in the beginning. You must have reset your notifications. You understand me? Hey, you got a lady in here.
Hi, girl.
You got a lady in here.
Hey.
Listen, we about to get it in. Dre, you working, my G? He's probably working. Dre, how are you, man? Patreon gang in the building. YouTube, how are you? Mr. Heat, Gabrielle, Lord, my G. Tiff in the house. You understand me? Oh, that is our local psychotherapist. Daryl, what's good, my G? How are you? Jonathan, I see you. Tay, I see all of y'all. Let me get back down to the bottom of the chat. Listen, I appreciate all the ones. My mic actually wasn't working before we got started. Hex, shut up. Okay? What I tell you about that? we're not going 5 hours, you savage.
Dang. For your life.
Again, another name that's gonna get me demonetized. Tiff in the building. You see the love? That's the thing. Like I was like,
I miss y'all. I really this was long time.
It's been a minute. It's been since like February, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been a long minute.
It's been since like February.
Yeah.
We're gonna hit the conversation correctly.
Okay. All right.
Because we gotta catch up. You know what I'm saying? And you already know the type of questions that I like. And there's also been, since you've come here, I've gone up by like double subscribers. Like I want to say, when you came here, I had like 8,000 subscribers. I just hit 16,000 today, which is crazy.
Talking about.
Yeah, it's love. It's love.
Y'all doing it.
Doing
it. Oh man.
Really and truly.
I'm proud.
Absolutely. Tell Dex to shut up. Look, read that. Tell Dex to shut up.
Oh, come on, man.
Come on, Dex.
You know.
Come on, Dex. Come on with the negativity. Come on. Shout out to Dex. Shout out to Then There Was Sway. Thank you so much, bro, for the $2 super chat. Yo, Salo, let's get this going. As you guys already know, we're going to be waiting about 10 minutes. We'll do some introductions, some quick catching up as folks come down into the room. And we'll do that correct. And then we're going to get into the content, so to speak.
All right.
Very interesting week. So we're going to hit it correctly. Shout out to Uncle Gary Grant. That's my Canadian uncle right there. Yeah, that's my Canadian uncle. How you doing, nephew? Hope all is well. We are A-OK considering the state of the union in America. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yes, things is tight. It's rough. It's a little rocky, but we're gonna get through it.
Right. I don't know if you want to address this real quick.
What?
See right here? Does she not know Corona is over? So do you want to? So people probably don't know what your occupation is.
Right. I'm a nurse, so I'm just trying to protect John.
God damn it! You doxed me.
Fuck.
They stay doxing me. MTR.
Shit. Fuck.
And I told her before too. I was like, my name's MTR. She said, I got that. I've done this a whole bunch of times. I'm an expert. You doxed me.
Oh my gosh. Well, so I'm trying to protect MTR. Just scratch that last part. Okay.
Thanks. Okay. You doxed.
And I don't have no. I don't. I promise I don't.
Damn.
I think I don't.
Well, hopefully that she doesn't, but she's frontline emergency worker. So, she was like, yeah, I should probably put on my mask, and I was like, nah, you'll be okay. And then I was thinking about, I was like, nah,
Yeah, let's just be safe. Why not?
But at the end of the day,
I still got mine though.
Oh, do you now? All right, I want to cheers you, but I want to make sure that the top doesn't hit. There it is. Salud. Everybody that's coming out into the building. All right, we about to have a fantastic show.
He was like, I'm just job is not touching my top, okay?
Absolutely. His name is MTR. Okay, that says that on his license. You're goddamn right it does. Shout out to XXX. Shout out to the Patreon gang in the building playing Warzone right now, but I'll tune in at 4 hours. XXX, come on. Show us respect. Show us respect. There it is. Shout out to Then There Was Sway. Someone say your last name. Listen, they need to relax on that. Jesus. They need to relax on she don't know my last name. Yeah, John is a common name. My name's it's MTR. Okay.
We'll go with that.
All right, listen. Hold on. Let me listen, a couple of housekeeping things real quick. Shout out to everybody that's down into the building. We want to get this started. ASAP. Couple of housekeeping things just real quick. Let me just remind myself. Okay, the first thing, I keep on forgetting this at the top of the stream, at a lot of the tops of the stream, but this thing called MTR Bingo that was created by one of my Patreon supporters.
That's cute.
Well, think of it like as a bingo game. Okay. And essentially, if I go through once I get through the entire stream, if I had done things in a bingo succession, right, all the way horizontal, all the way vertical, or diagonal, then one of the Patreon supporters gets a prize. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. So with that being said, I'm putting the clock on right now, and basically each of the bingo squares are MTR isms. Okay, things that I normally say, things that I normally do. So we'll leave it right there. So we tried to do it before, and it actually didn't strike. Right, it was like a 4. Yeah, it was like a 4-hour stream. I mean, it was like a lot of boxes that was filled up, but not in bingo succession, which was crazy. So we'll do that again today. You understand me? And then I'll raffle something off. Okay. Thinking a cash prize. Prize. You understand? The second thing, and then we'll get into the content. I also wanted to talk to you guys real quick of those that are involved on the more financial side of the things that I do on the channel. Webull. Okay. I've talked about this. We've gone through some posts with it as well. Let me bring that up just real quick so you guys can see it. Listen, I have 3 brokerages accounts. Okay. I got a Vanguard account. I got a Robinhood account. Webull is my newest addition. Okay. Webull is my newest addition. And I want you guys to understand the value and the power of fee. Well, we're going to go over that too. Fee-free stock trading. Okay. There's links down below, but here's the thing. If you come in and you sign up with my code, the link's down in the description box down below. You get 2 free stocks. I get 1 free stock. You understand what I'm saying? Now, different than Robinhood, the value of the stocks here are a lot more. Okay. So like Levi is apparently publicly stock traded. That's a $15 value. And I got that twice. Okay. So, and I just had a screenshot up here of the free dollars. Fact of the matter is, listen, me going in when I went into the markets when the COVID situation started, I threw in 5,000 and now I'm already up 1,000. Okay. That's just 1,000 just of not doing anything, just knowing the correct time to go into the market. As you guys already know, it is very important that if you are not aware of how to treat your finances, you start on the bandwagon. And the thing is I know enough knowledge to try to bring you guys along the path. Okay. I have enough knowledge to bring you guys along the path. So I would suggest that you get up to speed on free stock trading accounts and then join the army, join the journey. You understand what I'm saying? So I did post that earlier to try to help you guys out. Okay. But I wanted to recall that back out. Okay. Because far too often we focus here on getting the viscosity and not enough on getting the moolah, the coins, the chips. You see what I'm saying?
You're like real close without a mask on. Okay.
Yeah, you're right. I'm tripping.
Okay.
I appreciate the reminder.
Thank you.
You smell kind of good. That's the reason I got that close. Anyway, with that being said, guys, do as what you must and might. But I'm trying to hook y'all up because that's what I'm doing. And you guys already know financial independence is something I'm focusing on. And if I'm doing it, it's probably a good idea. That's it. That's my spiel on that. Shout out to Alwan's Downs. Appreciate the $2 super chat, 7 hours. Yo, they stay disrespecting your boy.
I mean, but you do.
I do that.
You do.
I'm never going 7 hours.
Go in like.
Yeah, you right.
Yeah,
you right.
They just stay in facts.
They ain't stay no goddamn facts. Shout out to Alwan's. You savage. You understand what I'm saying? Shout out to Jack Daniels. Tiff, you can't shit with the mask on, boo. Ha! Stop with the gov name calling. And let's see that beautiful smile.
Oh, listen. Maybe when I take a sip.
Oh, you gonna play my man Jack like that?
Oh man, Jack, you cool, man, but
listen, yeah.
I gotta keep this thing on.
Listen, if I end up getting a corona and then
don't do that. We ain't gonna even put that out there.
I'm gonna get mad at you first.
No,
okay.
Nope.
Second thing is I'm not gonna be doing content. You understand me? So yeah, can't do content if I got the corona.
But you already knew what I did before I came over here.
Okay. True that.
Thank you.
Shout out to Next Best Name. John is short for Jonathan. I don't know. I can't tell you. Okay, I got to make the those that want to do something with the doxing information. I'm going to make it harder for them. Okay, there's been some people that have found me, and yeah, they've in the city. I've had people walk up to me in the town like, oh, MTR. Oh no. And then I'm like, yeah, you're right. You got it.
I'm like, I know you didn't pass that up.
Right, yeah. Welcome back, Tiff. Glad to see you. Thought you ran away. Shout out to Red Pill Thanos. What she did for a little bit. But it wasn't your fault. It was due to the room.
COVID.
Hashtag the 19.
19.
Shout out to Dre Williams. Don't forget the slap and the Patreon plug. What up, YouTube? I am your host, Mediocre Tutorials and Reviews, back in here with one more video or live stream. Okay. Shout out to the Patreon gang. Appreciate each and every one of you. The conversation was going up today. In the Discord service. Shout out to everybody. Okay. And shout out to everybody that's purchasing the Pardon the Masculinity hoodies and t-shirts as well. I appreciate all the love, support, and respect. Anything to say before we get started?
We need to get some MTR mask, like put
like a red cup. Like
yeah. Oh my God.
That should be crazy.
Oh
right?
my God.
That should be crazy, right?
Hey, listen.
That's it right there.
That should be on your merch.
That should be on the merch store.
Yes.
I'm gonna work on it.
Hey.
I'm gonna work on it. Well, listen, okay. For the new folks that are down into the chat, you are what I like to refer to on the channel as a fan favorite.
Favorite. Wow.
And the reason why here's the reason why I think that you're a fan favorite is because I think that you come in here from a perspective of listening to understand, and then also in considering how a dude interfaces with the type of knowledge, the red pill content, in an understanding way, and not a shunning way, not a shaming way. Also, your cousin has been on the channel and and he actually brought you in.
Yes.
And her cousin, by the way, is way more like, actually, her cousin actually put me on to like Black Ram. Okay. I didn't know about Black Ram until her cousin put me on to it.
Yeah.
And he's mega red pill.
He's in it.
Yeah.
He's in it.
I mean, he was a little bit in the black pill side too. I've been trying to bring him at least to the red. Yeah, there's a black pill.
What?
Yeah. There's a yeah.
Oh, and then he wants to take a sip.
It's more deep. Like it's more. Okay. Yeah, it's more. We'll get into another conversation. I don't want to take too much from the content.
Got it.
Now, one of the precursor videos that I uploaded earlier this week was. I don't know if you know that I uploaded it, but this was one of our earlier live streams, and it was, I think women should be exposed to red pill content. Okay, yeah. Remember we talked about that?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, I remember that.
And one of the things that we were saying within that is my contention, my argument is that if those of the opposite gender were more. And those who want to listen are in the right mind of seeking to understand a man's perspective in the dating game. A lot more would be easier to deal with. And I say that from a perspective of one of those things that we talked about in that video is that you can get into an echo chamber of your sisters, your sister friends, women in your family and your household. And then you can form biases dependent upon their outlooks of life.
Absolutely.
Right. Like in there. So like, and the thing is I make sure to upload that because for new people in the channel, they may not be aware.
Right. No, that makes sense.
Okay.
That makes sense. That was a good combo.
It was a great.
For sure.
Yeah, it was a great combo. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Make sure y'all check it out if you haven't already. Just go back.
Absolutely. Yep. Now, listen, a component of the conversation today, and I'm about to open it up, is I wanted to review a video that I pre-recorded and uploaded it earlier this week. Okay. And we're getting ready to go over here in a second, but I uploaded it, and one of the comments that I kept getting over and over and over is, yo, we need a woman's perspective, like a woman's live perspective on the content that is being stated. Okay. Now, that content comes from a dude named Brother Polite. Are you familiar with him?
A little bit.
Okay.
So he's the polygamist, right?
Like, yeah. Oh, okay. So you know a little bit about it. Like a little bit. Like a little bit.
Yeah.
Shout out to Alwan Doms, R.I.P. Breonna Taylor. Happy belated to her. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, that one is a weird one. That's the one where it was a no knock.
Yes, and they just went in blazing. I don't even know what to say.
Yeah, I mean,
they caught the guy before, and it just didn't make any sense.
A lot of it doesn't make a lot of sense. You know, it was actually one of the ones that I got reminded about earlier is remember the one? It was like 5 or so years ago. It was a young black man in like the Midwest somewhere, and he was in a Walmart. And he had the BB gun.
What was the toy gun?
And then someone called the cops and was saying something like, yo, he's in here pointing at people. And the video cam never saw anything like that. But the cops came, guns drawn, and then just rolled up to him and murked him. Yeah. Just lit him up.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to get too much off the topic because honestly, a lot of people that come down in here on like a Friday night, like they're looking to get outside of all the mainstream media that keeps their mood at a negative space, and they're looking for like a out for that. But guys, let me know because we can go in. Trust me, we can go anywhere with the conversation. But salute, Breonna Taylor, salute George Floyd. There's a lot.
So many.
Yeah, it was in Dayton, Ohio. Oh. It was in Dayton. Yeah, it was somewhere outside of Dayton, but like close to Dayton.
Yeah.
Shout out to Razil. She got the noob Cybot mask on. You know what it is? A Mortal Kombat.
Oh my God. Is that one of the characters on there? Don't get me messing it up.
Yeah. It's one of the characters on there.
Okay.
It's one of the characters on there. Also, real quick, before we get into the content, I wanted you to react to this real quick because I know you were a proponent of marriage. Okay,
I still am.
Look at that divorce glow up though. Look at my man.
You know what?
You know
he does look better. I'm not gonna lie.
You see the belt though.
It hasn't changed.
It's the same belt. He's filling out the pants a little bit more. It look like he's been working on a squat game. Okay. He's got precious metals and jewelry strewn across his wrist and his.
Yes, he got the chest hair popping. Okay.
Come on, look at him. Look at him. The form fitted. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Look at the difference. He's hurting here. Okay.
He doesn't look like he's hurting. He might have been fooled, might have been bamboozled.
Listen.
He thought he was cool.
Far too often, I come across situations like this where it's like they couldn't wait to leave. Like, what do you think about something like this when you see that this is a degree of the narrative from a marriage perspective? How does that make you feel?
Man, I mean, I still believe in marriage. I think that it can be a beautiful thing. But again, my whole mindset is you gotta really know yourself first before you bring anybody into that type of situation for real. Mm-hmm. and really get to understand the person that you're interacting with before you tie the knot, jump that broom and all that. That's I mean, I just think obviously there wasn't enough communication there. There was a lot of things going on because look, I mean, he did glow up for real.
Facts.
I mean, so there was obviously something there. I mean, he looks even skinnier there. Like
he been working out. Okay, so but look at him on the left. He looks like a sad, pathetic man, right? Like, and I say that from a loving perspective. But he looks like a typical married, is gonna die in his man cave. You know what I'm saying? He looks like he loves yard work because it gets him outside of the house. Like that's what he looks like on the left. But on the right, he's Tinder appropriate.
That looks like a Tinder picture for real.
If he try to holler at you, the one on the left, I already know you would say no. But the but the one on the right,
my God.
If the one on the right come up to you,
no, I'd still say he looks like he is trying to take somebody down. I'm good.
You think he's just going for the guts? He's just going for the viscosity.
What y'all say about that, Lord?
He's free from the Matrix. Look at him. Absolutely. He looks happy. Shout out to Daryl Stevens. Shout out to Gerard. Shout out, my G. Thank you so much for the $20.
Hey.
Super. Chad, I appreciate you. Pure. Love your content. About to order a sweater. Salud, my G. Yo, when you order it, at Mediocre Tutorials and Reviews on my Instagram, send me a photo. I'll throw you up there. I'll throw it up there.
Oh yeah. Post them pics.
I gotta post them. I gotta post them pics.
Yes.
Yeah, you see what Ant says, please don't focus on current events. Yeah, I get that a lot.
Yeah.
And honestly, I did a pre-recorded video about solutions earlier this week. Those don't get anywhere near as much content because I feel like a lot of people use the content. It's entertainment, they like to escape.
Right.
And and that's just it. So but I respect that. You guys don't want to talk about it. We could talk about it another time when I put that as the title and you are expecting it. Right. His cortisol level stress is looking low. Listen, people ask me, yo, how do you look so young? Let me tell you guys my secret. Remain unbothered. That's rule number one. Okay. Stress will age you. Stress will kill you.
I do agree with that.
Yeah. Take naps, remain unbothered,
yes,
and exercise.
Yes.
And
stay away from all that negativity.
Stay away.
Coonery.
Stay away.
All that.
Stay away.
If it's not working for your soul, you can feel it in your gut too.
Yeah.
It's real. Intuition is real.
Yo, for real.
Listen to your body.
Listen, look at the effects of chemicals such as like heroin and this, that, and the third on the body. Stress is stress.
My goodness.
Stress will rip you piece by piece.
It will.
Piece by piece. Not sleeping right. Piece by piece.
Absolutely. Take care of your body.
Take care of it. Yeah. Take care of it. I don't know. Do you have any other tips of how to stay young looking and nutrient rich?
Definitely drink lots of water.
Okay. This is coming from Nurse Tips. You already know. This is the info right here.
Please stay out of my hospital. Like I don't want to see. That's what I tell everybody. Okay, get well and never. I don't want to see you again in here.
Mm,
But yes, I've been on this whole vegan tip, trying to do better, eat better, feel
yeah,
better.
yeah.
I mean, I think my skin's doing nice, y'all. You know, right?
Yeah, the skin doing
Thank
good. I like what
you.
you're doing with the hair.
Yeah, you know, just
It's nice. Is that
popping.
baby hair in the front? Go
Yeah.
ahead. I see the little. I see.
Let's slick it down a little
Yeah,
bit.
you slicked it the hell down. I see what you
Okay,
did.
okay.
I see what you did. Fruit and water. I see y'all down in the comment section. Listen.
Yes. We want to be looking young forever.
Yeah, that's I remain unbothered. That's my
Yes.
goddamn. Shout out to the so-called angry black man. Thank you so much for the $7.71. Why that? What's that number from? Super chat. I usually go hard in, but I like tips open-mindedness, so I'll be gentle. Take out.
you.
No, so-called angry black man, go in on her if she says some craziness. Go
Wow.
Go in.
This is a safe space.
It's a safe space.
It's a safe space.
To a degree. Take out emotion. What does a woman have to offer? Oh, we're gonna get in there. Trust me.
Wow.
Appreciate the $7.71 super chat.
$7.71.
My G, I appreciate that. Real quick, before we get started into the actual content, this was another one that I uploaded in the week. Hold on, I'm gonna click on it so we can see it appropriately.
Oh.
I want to get your initial reaction.
Wow.
I'm not gonna say nothing. I just want your initial reaction.
I wonder if I can do better than Superman. Y'all think women do that all the time? Like they made the perfect man, and they still but there's something better over there.
Put a 1 down in the chat if you think that this is true. Put a 1 down in the chat right now. Let's hear it. Tiff just asked the question. Put a 2 down in the chat if you think this picture right here is a degree of confirmation bias. If you think it's leading the witness, let's put it down there. Tiff actually, she's asked the question. Let's answer it for her. Okay. Shout out to Jack Daniels. White Tiger Tiff is always a blessing to have.
Thank you.
Listen, y'all be going too easy on Tiff. I'm a
you know you be coming for my jugular all the time. They got my back. Thanks, friends.
Y'all take it too.
Thanks, friends.
Y'all take it too easy on Tiff. Y'all take it too easy. I'm gonna have to bring y'all back.
Oh my goodness. Oh, it's all about balance.
Yeah, I'm gonna balance them out.
Balance it out.
I'm gonna balance them out.
Okay, look at that. Look at that.
Oh my God. Okay, hold on. Let me I'll get back there. Shout out to Demon Days. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat, my G. Good to see you back down in here. And remember to laugh and smile. Laughter can negate all that stress. Find something every day to laugh and smile about.
I agree.
Smile through the pain, y'all. Facts. That's my thing as well. Remain unbothered and just smile through it.
I second that motion. Yes.
You second that?
Yes, I second it. Ooh.
Yeah. I mean, and laughing through will get you a 6-pack too. Okay. You do it enough.
Let me laugh.
You gotta just keep on laughing. It's the same muscles. It's the core. You're engaging the core. Okay. Look at all of these ones, Tiff.
All right.
Look at all of these ones, though.
All right.
Thank you for being honest. Look at all these ones. All right, so I now that you know the state of the union, I need your initial reaction, okay? And I want to ask this from a truth perspective, okay? Did you ever feel like you had a good one, but then you asked to yourself, could you do better?
No. Actually, before, when I was younger, I think in my 20s, I was definitely like, I think I can do better. I'm young. Like, this really isn't what I want. I'm good. And I would pass up a good guy. I have. I'm not gonna lie. Oh no, look at your face. Oh my gosh. I'm just being honest. Like it's true. I did it, everyone. I did. What? Can you say something? Please?
Guys, it might get a little loud out. There's some
Oh,
protesters outside, so if you hear, already know what that is. Tiff, so here's the thing. We appreciate we appreciate the honesty. We already knew the answer. Okay. We 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 already knew.
oh
Okay.
my God. I know y'all already knew. So why did you have to ask?
It was just a
But
quick test. Okay.
but I mean, I have a good one now.
Oh really?
Yes.
You wanna ting ting? You
Yeah.
wanna
I mean, you want me to go into it? Like, I mean,
Yeah,
I
let's talk
I
about it real quick and we'll get into the content.
yeah. Okay. All
What's
right.
up? You just met someone during the COVID?
Man, it was crazy. I mean, I'm not gonna go into all the details,
Okay.
but yeah, instead of always looking for the negative in someone, and I think I need to just turn the focus back on me. And
Okay.
so I've been working a lot on myself, and I've learned a lot through this content that we talk about all the time. And you guys actually have really helped me in a lot of ways. My cousin, you, the channel itself, the subscribers, like just kind of taking heed of what you guys are saying, what I've had experience in my past, and also like just really doing some soul searching. And so I feel like my tribe has actually changed a bit, and the people that I'm close to now, it's very different than it was before. So I feel like if you do the self work, you attract the right people, and you will get the person that you really want.
So hold on. Let's address this correctly, okay? Because this was the reason for the video that I uploaded earlier this week. Because
Oh, shoot.
my thing is that and this is what I was saying. Hearing the type of content that is coming out from a red pill perspective will help women as well if their goal is great relationship, if their goal is marriage.
Right.
So let me ask you a really key question.
Okay.
What are specific things that you changed about your dating approach that you learned from the content that you've seen, whether it be the Alpha Male Strategies content or whether it be any of the videos that we've reacted to in the past?
Wow, that is a really good question. Honestly, getting another the male perspective in general. I feel like, remember when I first came on and I told you about my experiences as far as I always got my advice from women. Period. And it was like the opposite. How can you tell me about a man and you're not a man? Period. So for me, honestly, I had lots of conversations with my cousins, lots of conversations with you guys. I mean, and it's, for me, seeing these different videos, because I had never experienced that before. At first I was like, whoa, this is a lot. This is intense. And I didn't know if I could handle all that. And at times I would have to step back because I'm an empathetic person. So I take on a lot of the energy that I see and hear and everything. And so at times I would have to take a step back. I'm not gonna lie. It was hard.
Like it would get to you a little bit.
It would because I want everybody to be happy. I want them to be happy. And I know a lot of people don't have that because of the bad experiences that they've had. But again, when you level up, this is a good starter point. And I had this conversation with my guy, and because he knows about red pill. So it was like we had that connection too. So this is a good starting point, and then you just kind of keep going with it. This is great knowledge to have, and I really want all of us to use it and then level up with it. You know what I'm saying?
So I hear you. So, but here's the thing. I think there's key components about your personality that allows you to accept it, because your cousin has told me specifically that he's had conversations with your homegirls regarding it, and they just they went extremely black woman on him.
I've been there.
I mean, he called me defeated. I don't know if I told you that. He called me.
I don't think you told. I remember that conversation because my friends went in on him.
Yeah, and he's not the type that deserves that. You see what I'm saying? Like honestly, like outside of the camera, I could probably say some like really off the wall shit that would I know what I'm doing. I don't think that he would have an intention on. He's just trying to help. You see what I'm saying? He
really truly is. But I think sometimes it's the delivery. sometimes people can't. But you know what? They got to be in a space to receive it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, if you're talking to a brick wall, you ain't gonna get much. Okay.
Yeah.
So they got to be open to it. And I know eventually a lot of women that are having these issues are going to get to that point where like, let me see what they're talking about. Like for real. And they're going to step back. They're going to be in their feelings. Cause I was in my feelings when I first started learning about this.
Yeah.
I mean, Ryan can vouch for me. Like, I was like,
that's her cousin.
Oh yeah. My cousin, y'all. And it took me a while. It like took me, I want to say like a year and some change.
After first hearing it.
And we had to talk about it, y'all, a lot. I mean, I would fight with him. Like, no, you're wrong. That don't make any sense. But he kept getting me. I'll be stuck like, but
with logic.
But every time
with logic.
Then I talk to John, I'll be like,
what?
But
you doxing ass.
Damn it.
It's all good. It's all good.
NPR with this.
Yeah, she's a doxer. She don't give a shit. No, but I think that is huge. So let me ask you another question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that you would be in the current relationship that you are in if it wasn't for the content, the red pill content?
I definitely think it's part of it. My journey is definitely like I needed to experience this. I did. And I'm going to, and I feel like it's a part of my purpose because I love love. And I know everybody deep down inside wants it. And so, I mean, I'm going to keep promoting it because.
But I think the way that you're going to keep promoting it is a little bit more realistic going into the future.
Yes. I would say I'd have to. So going back to like the conversations that Ryan would have with my girlfriends and how it didn't even work, I kind of was able to bring it in a little bit from, guys, is it really even working? Ladies, is it even really working?
Facts. Like their current approach.
Is it really working? And then I would get
right.
Like I can't say nothing. You're right. You can't say anything. So I would tell Ryan it's the delivery at times. I mean, if you're always coming at somebody hard, they're already frustrated. Most women, I mean, young Black professional women are frustrated. I mean, we work hard. We got to put on this like hard shell, like we the baddest, all that. And, there's just so many layers to us, but it's that part that we still have to be feminine and let that shine through and take it and be more open-minded. Because at this point, we're not getting anywhere with the current state of affairs. I mean, as far as relationships go, there's other stuff out there, but
facts.
You know what I mean?
So you would think you were a degree ahead of the curve because you understand and you've been willing to accept like the opposite. Okay.
Absolutely. Okay. But I've always kind of been like let me hear what this person's saying because I don't know everything. I will be the first one to admit it. I will ask questions. Always been. So
there it is. All right, let me acknowledge some of these super chats real quick. Shout out to the next best name. Thank you so much. Pure. Go ahead.
I love that. You love so much. I think that was one of your first ones.
Yeah, that's one of my first sounds. Yes. I got some new ones down in there. Hold on. You ready?
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Wait a minute. What's another new one? Hold on. Oh. If it gets awkward.
Wow.
I got another one. You haven't heard this one. This is video game reference. Wait, hold on. Let me turn that one off. That's the Mediocre Solid. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've never heard that one.
No, I haven't.
You're not a gamer.
I'm not a gamer.
You're not a gamer. Let me see.
Really, nigga?
Hold on. And then also this one too.
Oh,
so when we say something like courts now in session.
Let's
get it popping. Let's get it popping. But shout out again to the next best name. Come on, we got cheers.
Cheers.
Well, hold up. Salud with your Corona ass. Salud. Shout out to Uncle Chris.
That is hilarious.
Hi. Oh, you like that Law and Order one?
Yes, I do.
Shout out to Uncle Chris. Greetings, everyone. What's good, Uncle Chris? I'm late. I'm back on my uppity-ish with a glass of plum wine with my pinky up. Yeah, she got some wine in her cup. I opted for something a little bit more salacious, if you know what I mean. All right. Shout out to Uncle Chris. Patreon gang in the building. All right. Shout out to the good man. Chris Rock said married women get frustrated with their husbands because they remember sometimes he wasn't their first choice.
Ooh. I mean, you gotta get over that. I mean, come on. Ooh, Jesus. Okay.
I mean, you're not married. I'm just. Shout out to the good man. Appreciate the $5 super chat. I'm hiccuping already.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm hiccuping already. That's not corona in that hiccup. It's just.
I told you to put a mask on.
Listen.
Y'all, he trying. Look.
You better not get me sick. You keep saying my name. You know what I mean? I might as well. Pre-wall privilege. Shout out to Daryl. Shout out to Daryl. Well, yeah, that's before we all found out all at the same time that you got a boyfriend. Okay.
Aww.
You got a boyfriend. Okay.
Aww.
That's that pre-wall privilege. Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, when youth is on your side, okay, the checklist is uncompromised.
Ooh.
You guys like that? Bars.
I like that. Hey,
Bars.
put that on there.
I should put that on the goddamn thing. Pre-wall privilege. Shout out to Daryl Stevens. Thank you much for the $2 super chat. Tiff is lying. She knows she's single. They call her.
I ain't gotta lie.
Shout out to Greg. Oh, thank you so much for the $2 Canuck bucks. Women equals Microsoft. Windows always need to upgrade. Oh, he's talking about the Superman thing.
Oh, okay. Damn.
Shout out to Kyle. What's good, Kyle? Patreon gang in the building. Sounds like Tip is afraid of the savages.
Afraid of the savages? Oh, no.
You're not afraid of the savages?
No. Why you look like that? Oh my goodness.
Shout out to the good man. We certified now. We getting people pays. Shout out to the good man.
Right there.
Appreciate the $2 super chat. That's why you say what needs to be said. Facts. Shout out to Kyle. Appreciate the $2 super chat. Kyle again. Facts. Don't care about your feelings. Facts, Kyle. Savage Red Recovery in the building. Uncle Phineas. What's going on? Tiffany. Hit and run tip. Oh, he's leaving. Wish I could have seen your pretty face. Keep your head down, Tiff. Listen, look at you. And you coming in here without the goddamn, with the mask on and shit.
Hopefully y'all you don't have to do this.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
I hate this. I hate this so much.
We are in the degree of
it's frustrating.
Of COVID still. I know some people think it's completely over. We'll see after the whole the protests and
after
stuff.
that, yes.
People are near each other. Like we'll see if the hospital stays start going up from there.
So far we've been good. So I don't know.
Ain't nobody come to see you, MTR. Oh, David. I don't know who David Ruffin is. But yeah, I know that already. You said if Tiff not afraid of savages, I can give her all the smoke.
Oh my gosh.
Shout out to Jack Daniels
Get
going
out
in
of
on me.
here. Wow.
All right, so listen. So we've gone over a couple of the memes. I feel like we're ready to get into the content of the video. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's do this.
All right, so let's get into the reaction. Let me take this down off the screen. So you don't agree with this. Wonder if I can do better. This is not your skilo.
No,
this is not your what you represent.
Nah.
It's not you.
Nah.
Okay. There it is.
He just had a double, triple check.
I had to double, triple check
just to make sure.
Just to make sure we understand her allegiance.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? Shout out to the good man. She should have gotten a transparent mask. I didn't even know they made those.
I don't know they made those either. Hey, please let me know. Put that in there.
Yeah, I didn't even know they made those. All right, let me bring up the goddamn. Oh shit! Did I lose the video?
It was just there.
It was just there. Hold on. I might have lost the video. Let me see real quick. I damn sure did. Hold on. Let me pull it back up, guys. I got it saved. Cause I'm tired of y'all talking about my goddamn internet connection in the middle of the stream. There it is. I got it. Hold on. This is totally gonna get demonetized, by the way. Cause here's the one thing, guys. I didn't actually in the actual video, What I didn't do is show her goddamn mammary glands, which were strewn across the screen. But I have no way to hide against that today. Okay, I got no way to hide against that today. All right, let's see what this looks like real quick. There it is.
Okay.
Oh, I made it smaller.
Can you like even?
Oh, hold on. Should I make this
a little bit bigger? Yeah. There you go.
All right, let's do it like right there. All right, cool. All right, so anyway. Oh wait, we got some more super chats. Hold on a second. I got tested today for the virus. Word, Kyle. Hopefully you are A-okay. They put that thing straight up your goddamn nose into your brain, right?
Yes.
You got tested for?
No, but I test a lot of people. So.
Oh my god, yeah, it's shit like it's like goes up here.
Yeah, we have to go as far up as possible. Yeah. So, I'm sorry.
That shit is
sorry,
crazy.
Kyle.
That shit is very invasive. Shout out to Greg. Oh, Tiff should have gotten the Victoria's Secret mask. These savages over here.
Wow,
these savages over here. They over here.
Okay.
There it is. All right, let's get into the reaction real quick. Let's make sure we pay this some respect. So again, you're somewhat familiar with him. You understand that he's a polygamist. Mm-hmm. All right, so they're about to ask a question regarding polygamy. Okay. So let's get in there. Okay. All right. Without further ado, she has not seen this, by the way.
No.
She has not seen this.
So, when everyone gets together, you get to see the type of dude I am.
One woman said that she's interested in polygamy, and one woman said she's interested in polygamy. How could she find a man, and what are some things that she should look for in a man if she wants to be in a polygamous relationship?
I'm gonna tell you these three things first. I'm not gonna tell you to get these kind of guys, but these are the best guys that planet Earth has to offer. And I'm not saying you should deal with them. There's the teacher, there's the preacher, and there's the gangster. Those are the ones that women are always gonna go for. Oh. Then the rest of the guys, they get their women and it always goes to hell. Your best relationships is gonna come out with those guys. Of course, the life path is going to determine what kind of stress you might have to endure. Reason being, and I'm just keeping it 1,000 with you. Okay, women give men the necessary adversity to become more disciplined.
Oh, hold up, bars. Let me pause it right there. Okay, he said the teacher, the preacher, and the gangster.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what he said. Now, the introduction to the question, okay, was polygamy. What should she be looking for? He kind of, I didn't see an answer to that right yet, but what he started to get into the archetype of dudes that women typically love, and he said anything outside of the archetype, it typically goes to shit, and he's about to explain why. Okay. So let's make sure that you're caught up to this current junction. I
appreciate you breaking that down.
Okay, because it's the worst thing. We start going off, and you're like, wait, what did he say?
Like, hold on, I got a question.
I got a question. And shout out to everybody that's down into the building. I don't know how many likes I got on this building. It's over 230 that's down in here. I think I have 90 something likes. Go over and like the video real quick. Okay, go over and like the video real quick. We'll wholeheartedly appreciate that. All right, let's try to get this sucker to at least 150. Yay. At least 150 right now. Let's get it at least 150.
Let's do it, y'all. Let's do it.
Listen, I know too. I walk in the channels and I'm just like watching the video. Go up and hit that like button for me real quick. Okay. Go up and hit that like button for me real quick. We'll wholeheartedly appreciate that. Shout out to Kyle. My son's mom's exposed to me. It's under lockdown now. Shout out to Kyle. Appreciate the $2 super chat. Shout out to Kenny B with the $20 super chat. You already know we got a cheers to that one. Okay. What you got? You still doing good?
I'm still doing good. Hold on. I'm like, okay. Don't.
Just making sure you not playing games over there. Hold on.
I got a mask for my cup.
Little bit of a. Listen, I'm gonna send some emails to some liquor companies. I want to get sponsored for Red Cup Talk. You understand what I'm saying? Sponsored. I need to get. Until then, I'm not talking about anything that I'm ever drinking ever from here on out. Salud, my G. Kenny, salud to you.
Salud, Kenny.
Wow.
I'm good.
Good. All right, let's get back to that. Kenny, I appreciate the $20 super chat. Iman. Iman says, I should put on the mask and then you should take it off so they can see you. Y'all don't give a fuck about me. Y'all don't give a fuck about me. Shit. Show me some respect. Shout out to Iman. That's very funny. Listen, at the end of the day, listen, I gotta give credit where comedies due. You know what I'm saying? If y'all notice in the comment section, if y'all make me laugh, I'll give you a trophy in the comment section. I don't know if you guys ever noticed. Iman, you get a trophy, my G.
Yo, that was funny.
You just got a trophy. All right, you ready to get back in?
Yeah, let's do this.
Okay, and what he also said, I want to touch on this as well, is he said, I'm a paraphrase, but he said something like, you know, it helps a man understand like his place in life, or right, like. Yeah, he said something like that. So I wanted to hone in on that real quick. Actually, let's back it up to there and then let's keep going. Okay.
Women give men the necessary adversity to become more disciplined.
Ooh.
And so if the man relinquishes his discipline for the woman, then it's a weak brother. And so the goal is for him to be commissioned by his woman to be greater without her having to do it. Just her being a woman is enough. And in him maintaining his discipline, and I'm explaining what this means, in him maintaining his discipline, he then makes her better. And then vice versa, they keep making each other greater and better because accountability, of course, is on the man because he has the most women.
All right, I heard you say something real quick.
What'd I say?
You said you love it.
Yeah, I mean, the whole accountability part, you know, making sure that, you know, what you're doing, what they're doing, you know, it lines up, you know, and that discipline is there. So.
Okay.
Go in. What I know you about to add something.
No. I was just gonna say no. I agree with you, and I think like what he was saying speaks to a lot of dudes, right? And it speaks to one of the themes on the channel is being able to understand what your why in life is and focus in on that. And the thing is here's what I think. I think like, you know, as a man who sits well within his life and his purpose, what have you, I think that like that is one of the ultimate turn-ons for a woman.
It is. And
a woman will always try to vie for your attention. And it's like, you know, you got to fish, right? Like from a dude's perspective, you can't give it all your attention. You can't give her all your attention ever. Okay. Because at the point that you make her priority number one is generally when she respects you less. Now, I want you to internalize what I just said, and I want to pressure test it based off of your own unique experiences. Because this is what I hear sometimes is that, all I want is, this is my lady voice. All I want is him to just wear, I'm a woman. So, because I'm a woman, just like, just worship, just pay this, that,
worship,
right? Like, or not even just worship, but just like, just put me up on a pedestal. You know what I mean? Ooh. Like, I just want you to just, my emotions need to be tended to.
That even gets old. Nobody wants that. Cause then it's not attractive anymore. And then those guys end up getting, I hate to say this, either cheated on, left, or shitted on. Because I just think, again, it's all about balance. And once there's an equal playing field and both you guys are doing the internal work to be the best person that you can be individually before you get into that relationship and you're on the same page and communicating, it sounds so simple, but it's very hard for a lot of us because there's so much past trauma that we're dealing with and we don't really want to face. It's almost like you have to find that mirror, that person that kind of mirrors a lot of who you are. So I don't know, just some thoughts there, but I do like the accountability part.
Okay.
That's huge.
Yeah. I think that, a woman expects a man to lead. And that comes from, much more what I've seen, much more of a biological need.
Right. And,
but I think that men who relinquish that leadership position to prioritize a woman is at the very junction is the beginning of when he loses respect from that woman.
He's right.
That doesn't happen vice versa. That doesn't happen vice versa. It's not the same. It's not the same dynamic. It's not the same. And talk to me. Do you feel like it's the same? Like I feel like a woman that wants to have a man select her to be married to, in the idea that the man will be the producer, and in the idea that the woman will be the reproducer, right? And then maybe, you know, the roles will kind of shift and bend and morph depending upon, right? Like the understanding of the, you know, how, if she can stay home with the kids, to what age, like, you know, we're married, business, you know, we're trying to build out, fortify, you know, maybe become financial independent. Generally what happens today, and I think that this sits well within the majority of dudes, want to accomplish. They want competition. They want to succeed. They want to be driven. And a lot of that can be pushed by the support of and the protection of and the right, like of a woman. A lot of it can be pushed by it, but his want and his need to conquer, to rule, he'll want to do that irrespective of a woman being there. It's just it quantifies it by the woman that he's able to ascertain based off of what she sees when she looks at him. Okay. With that being said, the dynamic of looking at a woman, men don't look for women to be
have all those things.
Credentials. Yes. We don't expect y'all to be providers. We don't expect y'all to go out to the workplace, produce, and then come back, and then like, you know, we're gonna put I'm gonna take your money, my money, and right, like we don't expect that, and in fact, we don't want that, right? Like, but at the same time, I think that it's cool. I think it's cool.
It's an added bonus.
Yeah, it's an added bonus. Like, you know, if she's a doctor or a nurse making fantastic chips, you understand what I'm saying? You can, and if you can make it make sense, but I feel like a lot of women get that fucked up. Right, like, and even like your homegirls that we were talking about earlier when Ryan was talking about it, is they've gone on this being an independent woman track. They've gone on this education, masters, and whatever track. But at the end of the day, they've gotten to their echo chamber and communicate about things that actually really don't attract men.
They don't. It's just it's so frustrating, but I don't know. It's something that it's been ingrained in them. It's something that it's like, it's going to take a while for them to like unlearn all this stuff that they've learned to get to that point. And all it takes is having other conversations and other dialogue, and start other dialogue with the end goal of trying to do better in general. But a lot of people don't want to face that. They don't want to hear that they ain't doing it right, that what they're doing is wrong, and they got to change. And they're like, well, I've got all the success here, and I'm doing this here, and what do you mean? I've been doing it. Not really. It's okay to look at it from a different perspective, but I think they got to be ready for that. As much as we talking, they got to be ready to receive it.
What makes a woman ready to receive it?
I think when she's fed up with the current state of affairs. I was fed up. Like,
you was fed up.
I was done. I was frustrated. I felt like I was not getting anywhere, and I really wasn't happy. So I'm not gonna keep doing the same thing, expecting something different. That's, you know,
insanity. Yeah. That's the definition.
So I'm just like, nah. Let me go over here and talk to some other people, because I nothing against my friends. It's just it wasn't doing anything for me. Not to my mom and my aunties. Like, it's not helping. Y'all stuck in a this is old school way of thinking. This is 2020 now. There's different things that we need to do, which you guys had examples of being, I'm talking about my mom and my aunties and whatnot. Their ideas and their experiences are kind of what molded and shaped us. But did most of them have two parent households? Did most of them have, those good qualities that you look for in relationships to look at and to admire and or ask and get more information about? No, not necessarily. So I don't know. I will say this: when getting to know someone, you really got to look at the full picture. I'm gonna keep saying it because I don't think a lot of us do. We get guys, y'all get lost in the sauce sometimes.
So what do you think that we get lost in the sauce about? Because let's talk about it.
Maybe more of, you guys are more physical creatures.
And I don't know about that.
Or visual. Sorry, not physical.
Visual for sure.
Visual. I'm sorry.
I don't know about physical though.
I'm sorry. Visual.
Okay.
That's what I meant. Visual.
Okay.
I mean, she looks good.
We absolutely are.
Looks good. I mean, but her whole soul is trash. And y'all see it.
Her whole soul though? Her whole soul is trash.
Because you've seen those memes or this guy sleeping with this girl, but she looks like the devil, or like there's some stuff that she's fucked up. You just didn't care to ask, you didn't want to.
Facts.
And then you get in your feelings because you get caught up.
Or we ignore them.
Yeah.
We see it and it's a red flag, but
she fine though.
But she fine though. Look at, you know what I'm saying? The curvature of the spine.
Oh, that. Ooh. You get lost in it.
You get lost, yeah.
I mean, I feel like
we make concessions.
Yes.
We're like, you know what I mean? But she's kind of crazy.
You can't let that crazy one be the staple for everybody, because not everybody is dealing with those demons over there that you was just dealing with. That's all I'm saying.
I think you're saying a lot. Hold on, let me get into some of these super chats and then let's get back down into the video.
Okay.
Shout out to Gerard Pitcher.
Hey.
I'm sorry. As a paramedic, I have to test other people too.
Be safe out there.
Be safe out there, my G. Be safe, Gerard. Okay. Let me go back down. I know. Oh, wait. I can look at some of the update. Okay, here we go. I got another screen over here. I should swing this around so they can see it real quick.
Right.
I don't know. Is that gonna dox me?
I don't know.
Nah, let me not swing it around. I got a new monitor over here. I think I talked about it before. Yeah, it's fantastic. It's clear as shit.
Mm-hmm.
Let me reintroduce myself. My name is Bug. Shout out my G Patreon gang in the building. Shout out Buggy. Appreciate you for coming through, my G. All right, it was Boogie. Okay, then Daryl came next. Shout out to Daryl, our resident psychotherapist. The age-old tradition, social conditioning of men's roles must be redefined, not to serve, chase, or please women, but to recognize their value, which is not based on a woman's choosing or approval.
Why did we both do that at the same time?
Daryl! You gonna assault Bam real quick?
Okay.
You gonna assault Bam real quick?
I was like, dang.
Daryl! Damn, not to serve, chase, or please women. Facts. Because here's the problem. Way too much of us overvalue mediocre. Way too much. Because just like you was talking about, they look a certain way, but their souls is trash. Their souls are encumbered. But the DM list is fat. It's full.
Get out those DMs. No.
Right. But like we are taught, especially black men, that unless we are chasing, unless we are pursuing, unless we are hunting, like we are not masculine. And there's a degree in that that's like, sit back, watch and wait, and then see how she proves with her actions. That's what I say. Make it action oriented.
I think making action oriented should be the way to go. Instead of hearing what people are saying, because people can talk. They good out here. They be good with them keyboards.
They're good out here in the streets.
They really good, but it's actions. It really does speak louder than words for sure. At the end of the day.
Shout out to our resident psychotherapist, Daryl Stevens. Appreciate you, my G. That is incredible knowledge. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Shout out to Savage Red Recovery. Why do women crap on dude but say they are damaged? Huh?
Wait a minute. What can you?
80% of the time I have trouble reading his his chats. Why do women crap on dude but say they are damaged? That's a very specific question that may not be applicable here. Savage. Shout out to Sunlo. I haven't seen you in a while, my G. It's been a couple of months. Hopefully all is well, man. Salute, MTR and family. Sunlo. Hope all is well, man. Hope all is well. It's been a while since I've seen you down in here, man. Hopefully all is good. Shout out to Boogie Talks. Men expecting to understand red pill knowledge and change is like a king expecting a spy to see his army and call ceasefire on his side. Y'all analogies are falling a little flat for me today. Okay, men understand.
He just put it out there.
Red pill knowledge has changed. Is like a king expecting a spy to see his army and call a ceasefire on. Oh, it's like a king expecting a spy to see his army. Boogie, I don't know about that.
We like you, my man.
I don't. So here's the thing. I think there's a lot of Boogie. Here's the thing. I think like there's a lot of dudes that are down into the chat, down into the army that think that education and knowledge is only specific to them. In terms of as long as they know it, then they're good. And I don't think that that's true. I think education is important on both sides. I mean, here's my logic in that. I think that if you just give people financial literacy, if you just give men financial literacy, but then that leaves the whole half of the other gender out. Why do that? Like, why not try to bring us both closer to the truth?
Right.
But at the same time, women are more emotional, and a lot of their shit don't make sense, and I get that. And I know you're sitting here. Feel free to combat me with that point.
I mean,
but
we are more emotional. That's true. I can't argue with that. But I do believe that if you have some knowledge and you have something that is helping others, then why not share with everybody?
Well, listen, there's a lot, and I get it on my channel all the time. I'm not saying that Buggy does it, but Buggy doesn't do this. But there's a lot of people that come on my channel and they get flustered when they see me going over red pill content with women. And I think that it comes from a pure scarcity mindset.
Yeah. Purely
scarce, because it's someone who's like, oh, I finally found something that gives me a cut above the rest. Okay. Now, because I found it, if you let them know about it, right? Like it's that Fight Club shit. Like if they know, then you now talk about this. And it's just like, what are you talking about? You're scarce in your mindset. You're finding anything that you can.
That's how we wanted abundance.
It's not an abundance mindset, because an abundance, you know who's of abundance mindset? Jordan. Jordan plays incredible basketball. He don't care if you know exactly what he's doing, because he's still going to dunk on your ass. He's still going to dunk. That's an abundance. LeBron, abundance. He's abundantly mindful about his game of basketball. Abundantly mindful. Why care if they know a degree of this? Okay. No, I don't get it.
Level up.
Shout out to Shay Akins. It's all about who makes you happy. Shout out to Shay. First time seeing you down in here. Shout out for the $2 super chat. Shout out again to Boogie Talks. I literally had to get a baddie a lift home so I could watch MTR and Tiff. FTHTS Patreon gang. What's up, Tiff? That mask makes you look masculine.
Can I push this across?
Boogie be tripping sometimes.
I just gonna push.
Let me sorry, I'm missing some of the super chats. I apologize for that, guys.
Is it late?
Here we go. Here we go.
Okay.
Shout out to Savage Red Recovery. All women are at least a 4 on the crazy scale. Agree, disagree? I think that's true.
Ooh, Oh shoot. Y'all showing my age. Yeah, there's some crazy there. That's just the emotion part of it. We're 80% or however many, there's a high emotional level there. And with emotions come, there's a crazy side, and that could be your perspective, but just maybe her being just a little bit more emotional than you like.
Mm.
And if she's being emotional, maybe it just shows that she cares.
No, it shows that she's crazy. It depends. So here's the thing. It depends what you mean by emotional. Okay.
Okay.
And the thing is like, like I appreciate a highly feminine woman. Okay. It just depends what you mean. Like if her emotion is exhibited in slashing my tires versus exhibiting her emotion by trying to understand the situation, trying to figure out a better way to kind of handle it, trying to understand. I use the word emotion for both those situations, but both of those can be an emotional woman.
That's true. Okay.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay. I hear you. I hear you guys. But those women that be slashing tires and doing crazy shit, I'm pretty sure she said a couple things out of pocket before she got to that level, and you should have been paying attention earlier.
Listen, the thing is, we all got to get better at identifying the bullshit. Shout out to Jack Daniels. Women don't want to win. They want a winner.
Wow.
I agree.
They don't want to win.
I don't know. So here's what I agree with. Women want a winner.
They definitely want a winner. I mean, that's a a biological, like, I want the one that's going to protect and make sure I'm good and all
Here's the
that
thing.
jazz.
I've seen a lot of women that work way harder than 90% of the people in this chat. I'll keep it funky. I'll keep it 1,000 with y'all. I'll keep it 1,000 with y'all. I know women that will outwork a lot of y'all.
I'm gonna take a sip right there.
I know women that will outwork a lot of y'all. Put
sip.
more hours into the gym than a lot of y'all. And I'm saying that from a loving perspective to help you understand how much some people work. Okay, how much some people work in order to get an end result. Now, the thing is, if they work like that, but they're not making time for a relationship, that's a whole nother situation.
Mm-hmm.
But I've seen it with my own eyes. Like, damn, they put in hours into the gym. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Shout out to Jack Daniels. I appreciate the $2 super chat. Listen, I gotta keep it funky with y'all. Yeah. Shout out to the next best name. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. I think he meant if a woman is not perfect, then who are they to judge?
Obviously, no one is perfect, but people still be out here in full judgment.
Shout out to the next best name. Appreciate the $5 super chat. Hold on. Show me one. Dog, I know a lot of them. Ooh, you're talking about the ones that will outwork. Listen, I've seen them. Trust me. I've seen them. And let me tell you guys something. It's a lot of the times it's the ones that you like in a corporate environment. I've seen them, and I'm talking about, but they are extreme. Like in the workplace, at least, they're really alpha. And I've seen them. Like they walk into a room, they control the entire room, and I've seen them, and they put in the hours, and they make dough, they make bread. It's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. I know a bunch. Some of them mentor me straight up. Some of them mentor me. Facts. I know a bunch. Shout out to the next best name. We went over this one again. Let me explain. Red pill knowledge isn't for women, but rather for men to understand how to navigate women. But some men want to force it on women, and they expect them to change. They cry and wish women change.
Thoughts?
I might read it over again. Boogie, I don't experience this. Like Boogie, I keep it fucking with you. I don't experience this because I'll talk about some shit with a guest, and I'm not gonna go into exact details, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter. It doesn't change the end result. Shout out to Uncle Reg, Patreon gang in the building. I'm late, but I'm enjoying the stream with a good cigar and gin and tonic.
Okay.
Shout out to Uncle Reg.
All right.
Shout out to Uncle Reg. I appreciate you, my G. Patreon gang in the building. Appreciate all the donations as well, guys. I'm trying to get through all of the questions. Shout out to Demon Days. This is not Fight Club. This is a means to understand. Stop treating the red pill like it's the holy grail. That's the thing. I don't understand when people feel like publicly available information is only specific to, it's publicly available. And my thing is like the more that you educate, the better that it is.
Right.
Right. Like, because if you just educate one side of the coin and not the other, you're going to get divisiveness. Right. Right. Or you're going to get some shit that gets enveloped in an echo chamber that works from a video content perspective, like me trying to appeal to your feelings. And a lot of these content creators don't show a lot of receipts. Mm-hmm. But here's the thing. When you bring things in front of other people that do not agree with you, how does that stand up? How does it stand up? If they know what it is that you're doing, they know what it is. How does it stand up? And that's what really I try to bring to this community is from more of a critical thinking perspective. I cannot define your lives for you. I cannot define it. You have to define it for yourself. But within that, you have to understand that number one, education is key. Okay. If you educate people on things that they should do and how that they should move, I think that it's important because at the end of the day, the more that we're educated on how we should move into the future, the more or the less likely that they will exhibit behaviors that will mess it all up. In my opinion. In my opinion.
I think that's fair.
Let's get down back in it. Shout out to Demon Days. I appreciate the $5 super chat. Shout out again to Sunlow. Salute MTR. Love the content. Like to see men grow into the masculinity. When men lead, women follow. I agree with that. What you think about that?
I like it. I do.
Shout out to Alwan Doms. The ultimate mistake guys makes is living their life around women and not a higher purpose. Facts. That's ultimately true. That's ultimately true. Red pillars and MGTOW often confuse being vindictive with being enlightened. I agree with that wholeheartedly. And women see it a mile away. Facts. Hence the bad experiences. Yeah, I want. This is what I say. This is what it is. I don't like when there's an assertion that there's something to be exposed with this content as if it's not already like so the thing is like I get it, guys. Like, you know, there's a component of what this is that you may have learned and you feel like it's something that you keep close to the heart that helps you within the da-da-da-da-da. But I think like at the end of the day, like it doesn't help promote growth forward for people. It doesn't. If you feel like you have to use it as like a trap card, like you have to use it as like some sort of like special, like some specialization card that you just learn and you got to just throw it out in case you feel like they're disrespecting you. Like, I feel like if you feel like that, I think that there's an increasing amount of accountability that you have to take for your own self and your own actions. If that's where you're at. Okay. And trust me, I know this because I was there. You guys already know my red pill story. I was there and I got into the situation where I pointed at everybody else for the reason is why I felt where I was and how I felt and what it is. And I allowed someone to take advantage of me. And I pointed outward, out. It was always their fault for being a human piece of shit. Now, human piece of shits exist. Facts.
That's true.
But what about me allowed me to select someone that was a human piece of garbage?
Ooh.
What about me allowed me to enter in the doo-doo into my life?
Ooh.
And that's the thing. Like, if she's not truly doo-doo and she understands a component of this, logically, I can only conclude that, here's the thing, that's what defines a white tiger. That's what defines a unicorn, is those that look outside of the basic evolutionary with their mind, where they want to do that Superman shit and upgrade to the next. But they understand kind of reality. They understand limitations, right? They understand what it takes to please a man, right? Basic goddamn concepts,
Right.
giving a man peace, right? Like things like that. Like if they understand that how much a man values that, and a woman that is seeking out a relationship or value, like why would you not think that they would try to aspire to that if they're high integrity people?
Ooh.
If they're high integrity people. But that's what I bring it back to. Are you selecting high integrity people?
Man, he just went in.
Are you? Talk to him, Tiff. You know, I don't want to. This is all supposed to be you. This is not me. I'm not supposed to be talking.
I know, but like, I mean, you just spit some fire. I mean, I agree with a lot of what you're saying. I mean, it's just you have to do this work inside before you can really when you can really attract the right people in your life. Okay, this is a starter. You know, red pill, I believe, is a starter, and you go from there. You know, you have this research, you have this knowledge, you gain it, and what you do with it is on you. So if you're still in that women ain't this, women ain't that, they ain't doing this, they ain't doing that, like what are you really doing with yourself?
Listen, I'm looking in the conversation, more sophisticated. We're not talking about those females, but why not? Why focus on the ones that cause problems?
Yeah.
Why stay there?
Leave them alone.
Why focus on them?
You see it. You see who they are. If you red pill, you know, okay, that's not the kind of one. So let me go this way.
Listen, but see, a lot of folks want to focus in on there because it confirms their biases.
Right.
It confirms their ideologies. It confirms how they move in the world. It confirms why they should continue not to interface with them. It confirms
that's on you. If you want to live in that space and not grow, then that's on you, and you're going to be, you know, in your feelings for the rest of your life and missing out on some great opportunities because.
Listen, as I said all the time, 99% of my life outside of like macroeconomic shit that happens, I wake up with a smile on my face. Assuming that 50% of the world's population is out to get you, there's no way you can wake up with a smile on your face or remain unbothered.
Right.
If you think 50% of the world's population is out to fuck your shit up,
you're not gonna get very.
I don't think that's healthy.
Nope.
I don't think that's healthy, in my opinion. Anyway, let's get back down in there.
I mean, you said it, and it was great. So
listen, yeah. But shout out again to Alwan Dons. I appreciate the $20 super chat. Pure. Hence the bad experiences. I agree with you, my G.
Man.
Let me get back down in there. Oh shit, I am missing super chats like a mother. Hold up. Shout out to Savage Red Recovery. All women say stuff out of pocket. Shout out to Shao Khan Shoulder Charge. Thank you so much, bro. What up, Shao Khan? We already talked about doing the.
I see you, kid. I see you.
Oh, you already know what Shao Khan Shoulder Charge? Oh, we talked about Mortal Kombat earlier.
Yes. I'm like, okay, I know who this is. What's up?
What's good, my G? Listen, we talked about doing the MTR bingo later as well. It doesn't bother me that women know about the red pill because they end up choosing the guys anyway because they can't help what they are attracted to. That's also true. That's also true.
I know y'all see my face on this mask. Though.
Yeah, that's the thing. I wish we took the mask off so we could see the facial expressions as it happens. Yeah, he's absolutely right. Shao Kahn is absolutely right.
Can't help it. It's
Shao Kahn coming through with the goddamn.
Shao Kahn.
It coming through with the goddamn truth. Shout out, my G. Shout out again to Savage Red Recovery, MCR. You have never seen us work. Let's be honest. I don't know what that's referring to. You never seen us work. Let's be honest. I never seen us work.
I don't know.
Oh, this might have been to when I was saying that I've seen women outwork you.
Oh, okay.
Listen, Listen, I know women that are in impeccable shape that have PhDs. I brought them through on the channel. Impeccable shape. Their days are filled of working out, making six figures, and living life. I know them. I know a couple of them. A couple of them been on the channel. I know them. I know them. I'll leave it right there. But it is what it is. I mean, you can, it is what it is. But Kyle's right. I was being facetious when I was saying that, but like, I was trying to bring a degree of understanding that, listen, like when I say shit on the channel, like I've told people in my life, like I don't watch TV. I literally don't have time for it. And they're like, what are you talking about? Shut up. You do. No, I haven't had cable for a decade. I don't watch it. It doesn't make sense to me. Okay. If it's not about my business, if it's not about my purpose, if it's not about the things that I'm accomplishing, even from a 9-to-5 perspective, if I'm not reading an article about the shit that I deal with at work, why the fuck am I reading it? Why? It doesn't make sense to me. Okay. I don't understand sports. I don't get why you guys watch it like you do, to watch other men sweat to death in their activities. I get highlights. Watch the highlights if you want to see what's going on. I don't get watching football all day Sunday. Right? If you are not decided, if you have not figured out your why in life, after you figured out everything and you're making like all the thing and you do your thing. If you got extra time to spend, I don't get the ones that will sit down and waste time. I don't understand you. Sorry, I don't know how I came across that message. Let me shout out to the good men. Are we gonna get back to the content? The good man, yeah, we get back down in there. Wow. We get back down in there.
Wow.
Hold on. I apologize. Oh shit. Shout out to Daryl Stevens, our resident psychotherapist.
Back again.
Shout out to our resident psychotherapist. I see Kevin Durant. I take offense to that MTR. Listen, Kevin, if your life's set up, you should, right? Do your thing. My thing is, if you haven't figured out, because I mentor young men that are in the quintessential component in time in their life, in deciding what it is that they're going to their path in life, and they will choose to play video games all day versus focusing in on education that can get them to a next level. Ooh. Okay, they will, or some girl that's in their life, they will sit down and they will focus up in that. And my thing is like, if you are not set, if you have not figured it out, if you don't have that leisure time, and what you define as that leisure time is different than how I define my leisure time. Because although I'm set, I still work 14 hours a day. I'm still working 14 hours a day between my 9-to-5, this YouTube shit, my photography. I'm still working 14 hours a day. In my mind, I think about, okay, if I sit down and I watch sports for this amount of time, how much money am I losing? A lot of y'all don't think about life like that. You don't think about the time as money that you're losing out on. There has to be a fundamental shift in the way that you do that, because too many of us are consuming entertainment. Not enough of us are creating entertainment or creating long-lasting skills to promote continuous learning. That's my spiel on that. I don't want to get too far up out of this shit.
You was in your feelings. Woo!
I don't want to get too far out of it, because here's the thing. We all have things that we love. Mm-hmm. Listen, and shout out to the Alwan's Dom. Yeah, I'll watch UFC any day over NFL. Any day of the week. You know why?
Some people, they're kicking, right? They're kicking and fighting. Oh. Did I lose some cool points?
I think the angst among exposing a red pill comes from the game men never got when that women did early in life. Men often play catch up after waking up to the game. Facts. I believe that.
Man, I kind of think that's true. Oh.
Yeah. Facts. Absolutely. That's our resident psychotherapist. Daryl and I are gonna be doing content soon as well. When I say he's a resident psychotherapist, I'm not playing when I say that. Okay, we gotta do a mental health stream.
That's much needed,
especially right now.
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 Oh my goodness, stress levels are on a whole. Ooh.
Well. Here's the thing. When I start talking about this purpose thing, that's when the stream numbers start to go down. And that's when here's the thing is that like there is a lot of here's the thing there's a lot of us that don't want to be accountable for the very things that I'm right. Like, so entering yourself in a way to consume content that helps better you. Listen, I know a lot of you guys are going to end up not being able to join me for live streams and or this, that, and the third. And to a degree, I know that's going to happen. And I know the content that I get on this, that I give to you guys on this channel, I always have to be increasing in subscribers to be successful, because I know that will happen because the message that I push, you understand me? But at the end of the day, if I can do things to help you understand more of the things to make you sit well within things that will make you happy, then it's all worth it. And I don't care. It doesn't matter. Okay. It doesn't matter. Okay. But you guys have to understand that. You guys have to understand that, because at the end of the day, if you and I are competing for a position, okay, and you have a motherfucker like me who will outwork you, you won't get it, because work outside of other things that, you know, certain people will instruct upon you is the reason why you're not getting a position. If it comes down to work, you do never want to be outworked. You never want to be outworked. Ever. You never want to be outworked. That's one of the key fundamental ideas that my pops taught me back in the day. Listen, we got to get back down into the goddamn content. But I had to keep it real with y'all for a quick second. Because a lot of y'all that were convinced that unless you watch football, you're not a man. It's a lot of y'all.
That needs to be taken off the.
There's a lot of y'all. Okay. UFC is garbage though. Boxing is the GOAT. Yeah, I bang with boxing. I grew up watching boxing. My pops is a crazy boxing fan. Boxing is like fighting but fencing. You know what I'm saying? Like UFC is just sheesh. I love UFC. Shout out to Daryl Stevens. Shout out to Sun Lo. Red Pill is about how to navigate yourself in the midst of the world. Facts. Stop blaming for lack of insight. Women have been the same since time began. Stop blaming. Facts. Yeah, women have not. I mean, they've got some new information to empower them. But yeah, fact is,
stop blaming them.
The evolution has left them at, I mean, there's not much from an evolutionary standpoint that's going to change in 20, 30 years. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, though, y'all are tripping. Okay?
Really?
Y'all are tripping.
Really?
Shout out to Uncle Chris, unless she's a philosopher's stone. Oh, we got Full Metal Alchemist in the building. Full Metal Alchemist in the building.
Full Metal Alchemist, but I don't.
You don't know Full Metal? It's an anime. It's one of my favorite animes, actually. Oh, we got them talking down into the building.
They are going in.
Yeah, they're going in. I'm not. Listen, let me be clear, because I see Alicia's. It's not about watching football. It's not about watching. All I'm saying is, look into your day. How much are you creating or instilling versus consuming? That's all I'm saying. Okay. If you have not figured out, okay, where it is that you're going to go in life and how it is that you're going to do that, but your day is consisting of consuming bullshit, whose fault is that?
I'm gonna have to drink on that one.
That's all I'm saying. Okay. Shout out.
He went on nowhere.
That's all I got to say on that. Shout out to Sly Winter Ninja. Concerning those who get flustered when you have an intelligent woman on your show. In my opinion, I believe it's because a lot of women do cap on red pill philosophy without truly understanding and dive deeper. So he's talking about those that's down in there that get flustered when I talk about red pill content.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's not talking about specifically to you. He's just meaning all of the ones that I do like reactions with and shit like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think there's a degree of them that look at it and they're like, oh, I think that I get that. And I understand what you're saying, Sly with Ninja. Sly with Ninja, first time seeing you down here. I appreciate the $10 super chat, my G. Let me get back down in there. Shout out to Boogie. Tiff is right. I got red pill and was mad at how easily I was manipulated, but I realized I wasn't focusing on me. Now these hoes to sleep. Shout out to Boogie. I appreciate you, my G. But that's to a degree. I think a lot of that mad at how you was manipulated shows up in a lot of what you say. Shout out to Boogie. Appreciate the $5 super chat. Listen, we got to get back down into the goddamn reaction. Hold on.
We've kind of left it.
Guys, here's the thing. I see a lot of y'all saying that, but you don't understand how difficult it is to I'm trying to make sure that I react. Hold on.
Everybody.
Shout out to Shundarian Nelson. I can't pull it up right now. My G is too far back in the chat. Man, it's been a while on the grind. Glad to be back. Appreciate you, Shundarian. I appreciate you back in here just to check in and say what's up. Shout out to Savage Red Recovery. Sounds like MTR is crapping on us. If you take it like that, you being emotional. Shout out to Savage. Appreciate that. Shout out to Nels O. Thank you so much, Nels, for the $4 super chat. Do your thing, MTR, but Sports gave some of us a lot. Yeah, again, I think you sent this before I clarified. No, I understand that. I understand that wholeheartedly, but I think it's how much are you consuming versus how much are you learning or creating
for yourself.
You have to be able to understand the dichotomy of the two. That's how I space out. Okay, how much time do I have to play Call of Duty Warzone? Boom, and then let me get back on the grind. You understand what I'm saying? I'm talking to my men, women that's down into the chat. You don't have to have this type of mindset. Shout out to Malcolm S. Wait, hold up. I think I can get this down into the chat real quick. Oh, Nelzo, MTR, do your thing. Well, Sports gave some of us a lot. And then shout out to Malcolm. Is it different if you make money betting? Is it different if you make money betting?
What's the answer to that?
I'm confused what you might mean, Malcolm. Patreon getting the goddamn building. Oh, I appreciate that. I'm not sure what you mean, bro. Okay, that's the last one. Okay, let's get back down into the video. We made them late long enough.
How many 45
Listen,
minutes later?
But here's the thing: is that like I gotta hit y'all sometimes with like from that perspective. I feel like we gotta anchor back into reality, okay? Because I start seeing comments that are completely blaming people for shit. And I'm like,
get off of that.
I don't know.
Get off of that.
I don't know. Let's get back down in it.
Okay.
I feel like we gotta replay just a little bit.
Yeah, we do because we.
I don't know what the fuck part we was at.
Minutes later.
All right, there we go.
Being, and I'm just keeping it 1,000 with you. Okay, women give men the necessary adversity to become more disciplined. And so if the man relinquishes his discipline for the woman, then there's a weak brother.
Facts!
And so the goal is for him to be commissioned by his woman to be greater without her having to do it. Just her being a woman is enough. And in him maintaining his discipline, and I'm explaining what this means, in him maintaining his discipline, he then makes her better. And then vice versa, they keep making each other greater and better because accountability, of course, is on the man because he has the most women. Now, what does all of this mean? The preacher, he's with God. God is first. So he don't want to be in trouble with God. So even when he get with a woman, the understanding is that, God come first. Not you, it's my God, right? And so you got to get with that. So now what's going to happen is she's going to fight with you for position of God, whether she realizes it or not. Because a man in his mind who's like, I'm doing all this in the name of God, there's going to be contradiction with that when your wife needs her time. It's a fact. It's not that she's the devil. It's the fact that he's a man of God and she's going to challenge him to deviate from that discipline. Does he keep the discipline? Does he make concessions to his wife, which is nothing wrong with making concessions like, okay, boo, today, we're going to do that. But overall, If he gives up his discipline, she has no more reason to respect him. Now, we're gonna go.
I'm gonna pause it right there. I think we gotta get back in there.
Yeah.
Real quick, shout out to the so-called angry man. I stopped watching football with the cap situation since I've gotten more done with the extra time. Success costs. Being broke is free. Facts. Facts. Here's the thing. That shit made it real. That shit made. Hold up. That shit made it abundantly clear. That shit made it abundantly clear. They be on some shit like, come in here, work for us, make us money.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck your rights.
Mm-hmm. Yep, we don't care.
We don't care. We don't care.
But you're gonna get on that field though.
You gonna get on that field and you gonna work.
Damn. You put it out there. Woo.
And look at all that extra time.
Thoughts.
Yeah, I mean it's thoughts. It's fantastic thoughts, but look at all that extra time
all that
you can put down in there to focus in on yourself when you get outside of the consuming of something. Okay, unless it's making you better. All right. Shout out to the so-called angry black man. Facts, my G. I appreciate that. Shout out to B41is0. First time seeing you down here, my G. You hit the nail on the head about purpose. It is one thing in life I really starting to understand about myself. Facts. After I had lost my main purpose and started consuming more than producing. Listen, here's the thing, guys. I'm hard on you, but it's because I was there. I was fucking there. A lot of y'all probably weren't in the last chat that I did, but like I used to be a heavy gamer. I used to play games all day. And there's still a degree in my life where I still make time for it. But I mean, when I grew up, I focus, and I still, even now today, I still think about all of the extra things I've kind of learned in my life if I focus less on the consuming and more on the producing. And so I'm hard to a degree in making you realize and understand and trying to form shift how you think about how you're spending your time. But it's because I was there. I was there. Listen, there's no like get rich quick scheme. There's none of that shit will work. Okay. You got to put in the work. You got to put the time in the gym. Okay.
I like that, John. Oh, I did.
Fucking doxing that. Yeah, I'm fucking with you. It's okay. Okay.
But no, I do. I mean, that's the realest thing ever. That's the same thing I told you about, working on yourself. You really have to focus on yourself and you will get more done. Things that you are passionate about, things that you want in life, if you focus on that, it will come. And then the other stuff will come along as well.
Yeah.
Partners, life partners, things of that nature.
Facts. So, shout out to B41is0.
Yeah, that was
dope, bro.
That was it.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
B41is0, Mr. Know-It-All. Hold on. I might have missed something. Mr. Know-It-All. A lot of dudes, and real quick, I got 200 likes in here. I got way more than 200 people in here. Please go up and hit that like button. Wholeheartedly appreciate that. A lot of dudes go real pill, but still just to get women, only because women like men on their purpose, different philosophy, same end. Oh, same end go. Facts. Yeah. Outside of women, I still be doing all the same. I still be working 14 hours a day because it drives me. It drives me. Gives me purpose.
And you still have that balance of resting and resetting.
No, I don't have that. I'm trying to work on that balance.
I think that's the one thing, to be even better at working on that and being able to produce at a higher level is to be able to have a day or two where you just a day, a week, something. I was just talking about this.
I took it this Wednesday.
Good.
Yeah,
Good
I took a day off in the middle of the week.
Good.
Yeah, I took a mental health day because it was fucking me up. Like everything that's going on in the media, like
make sure y'all do that.
Yeah.
Take a
if
day.
you can, take a day. Get your mind back in order. Go treat yourself.
Treat yourself. If you're playing video games, if you're just sleeping.
Consume entertainment on those days.
Yes.
Do something
That's a treat.
outside.
That's a treat. It makes you have something to look forward to. Like, you know what? I'm about to have this day where I'm I'm chilling.
Yeah.
And then it just gets you right for the rest of the time to be productive with your true path.
Facts.
So yeah. Just wanted to add that in there because I know you're talking about producing, focus on that, but
Tiff.
pause and reset.
Tiff, I'm gonna stop talking as much.
I mean, you have been going in, but
Sorry. Yeah.
I'm liking what you're putting out there though, because you're giving them more than what the content we're in here, but you're giving them more. So
We got to get back to that. I want to hear your reaction to the shit that's going down in there. I'm gonna relax on it. Shout out to Alwan Doms. Don't make Adam's mistake. Lead your lady, guys. What's Adam's mistake?
Talk about Adam and Eve or something.
Oh, Adam and Eve. Shout out to Alwan. I'm like, who's Adam? Yeah. Don't make that goddamn mistake. Don't let the emotion overcome the logic. Shout out to Daryl. That's our resident psychotherapist. Most men have never heard what the brother is saying. Red pill is a new ideal, just now catching fire. Facts. These archetypes are that way. Those archetypes are that way naturally. Most other men are blindly shamed into tradition. Shout out to Daryl.
Man, you are spitting that fire though.
Absolutely, brother. Absolutely agree with you.
I do. I mean, that whole tradition, oh man. It's like, this is what it is. This is what we've been doing. So we're going to keep it that way. No. There's so much access to creating and growing and being a better person. You know, why not? Why stay where you are? Elevate. And I think Red Pill is a great platform to get into, to understand, and then to move forward. Keep going. Take those next few steps. You know what I mean? What? Oh, I like what mascara. I know y'all don't like it, but I like it.
Listen, for folks that don't know that's down into the building, Tiff is a nurse. So she deals with the COVID bullshit.
So I just want to be, just trying to make sure.
Appreciate you not coughing on me. You understand what I'm saying? Oh, shout out. Hey. Shout out to Dr. BOA, the book of Alpharonomy, homie. Shout out, my G. Fantastic content creator on the platform. You understand what I'm saying? Self-preservation is 1, 2, and 3, and 96. Law of the land. Build the life you want, or spend your life toiling away for someone who did. Facts, bro. Salute, bro. Peace, chat. You already know what it is. Dr. BOA in the building. You understand me? This is what it is, okay? This is what it is. It's how do you not run on the hamster wheel of life? You get one fucking life. You get one life. Listen, at the end of the day, you know what running on the hamster life of wheel is the analogy to like your body. You don't work out. If you don't work out, if you don't work your muscles, lift heavy weights to get bigger, stronger, your muscles will atrophy.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
They will atrophy.
Yes.
Okay. If you don't focus in on what are the skill sets that you have to build to get out of the hamster wheel of life, you're gonna let life and everyone else in your life run you. Mm-hmm. Facts.
That's true.
Facts. Dr. BOA coming through with knowledge. I expect nothing less. You know what I'm saying? I go on that man's channel for constant motivation. Shout out, Dr. BOA. I appreciate you wholeheartedly, my G. Sly Wit Ninja, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. When you first started creating and consuming less, what steps did you take to get there? Time-wise, how long did it take to get to that point? Do y'all really want me to go in on this? Because this feels like a whole entire live stream.
Yeah, that's what we've been talking about the whole time.
This is a whole entire live stream that I can talk about this shit from soup to nuts. Put a 1 in the chat if you want me to go. Sly, I may have to make an entire live stream on this exact same point. I want to get back down to the reaction because this has nothing to do with the reaction. Put a 1 down in the chat if you want me to answer this question. If I get more than 30 ones, I'll go in on it. If not, we have to get back to the content.
Okay. That sounds like a plan.
because I've been talking too much. I want to get tips, your reaction to this is what happens in the fucking live stream. You see this?
Now, that's why this stuff is 7 hours. I see.
Yeah, but meanwhile, last time that you came in here, we couldn't even get 100 in the live stream.
I know, but look.
Yeah. Help them. Shout out to Brooklyn MAGA. BK in the building. Be a free thinker, my G. Be a free thinker. Oh, shit. 1, 2, 3. Up. -1, so that's 2 again. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's a Hall of Game topic. Yeah, facts. Boogie, you already counted that. 9, 10, 11. Boogie, stop. 11. Grego says later, fam. Cam, yeah, we're not reaching 30. Yeah, we don't get 30. There's 250 in here right now. So yeah. Oh shit, I'm missing a whole bunch.
What? Oh yeah, you just
shit. Yeah, but half of them were Boogie. Shout out to Al One Dobbs. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Red pill is not new knowledge. Facts. I talk about that as well. There are books out on masculine and feminine polarity you guys should read instead. YouTube is misleading guys. Shout out to Alwan. Appreciate the $5 super chat, my G.
You think so?
Yeah, it's not new information. It's not new. These arts, Dr. BOA will agree with that. It's not new information. He already knows.
Okay.
You know, he talks about it on his channel as well. These archetypes are natural. Men seem to have deviated, hence the blaming and return to the red pill lifestyle. Ooh. But it's easy to deviate when media tells you that, when your mother tells you that,
you've been told,
when your home, when the girl that you're interested in tells you that.
Reprogramming.
Sly. This has to be a whole entire live stream, my G. We didn't get enough ones that's down in there. Okay. We didn't get enough ones that's down in there. Listen, we'll separate it. Okay. Let's go.
Okay.
Go to the gangster. Gangster gonna tell you what, MOB, money over bitches. Yo, I got these other bitches over here, ma, but I fuck with you. You my whiz, you my wife. You know, don't never mind them bitches over there. That's the gangster. He gonna tell you the truth too. He gonna say, look, don't get in the way of me and my bitches, and don't get in the way of me and my money, because the money come first. This is his mentality. This is gangster fucking up, right? And she accepts that, but she gonna still tug at him. Yo, I know your money come first, and all. You spend time with me though. Oh, boo, let's have some sex. Oh, yo, take me out to the movies. Is he wrong for making concessions to that woman? No, that's his wife. He should sometimes. But the understanding is what makes him different from everyone else. All the niggas gonna fuck at her will. All the preachers that's weak and all the rest of the brothers in the congregation, they gonna fuck at her will. But the difference between the preacher and the difference between the gangster is how they prioritize. And so it's she's challenged. Like, yo, who the fuck up? Everybody else want to beat it. Everybody else want to take you to the movies. Like, these niggas so into their world that they don't relinquish that hold. He ain't never going to separate from his God. And then you got the conscious brother. He doing the knowledge so much. He always thinking about building and talking about the universe and everything. And that's it. Yo, man, we can't get into that. We need to pray. We need to meditate. Let's like these incense. Let's like these. Oh, so this is polite. And you want to just have sex? I want to have a ritual. Ritual, nigga. What? We cutting chicken? What the fuck is you talking about? You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, the conscious man, the preacher, the gangster, or the teacher, the preacher, and the gangster, they win favor and get the most women on planet Earth because their discipline says no matter how beautiful you are, no matter what everybody else deals with you, when you come to me, I'm an authentic man. I'm unique and different from everybody else because the shit that niggas go for and the shit that they willing to do to get your attention, God got my attention. The universe got my attention. Mother Nature got my attention. This money got my attention. And so it's a perfect match because when he makes a concession to that woman, she knows this nigga so into what he into, he must really love me because he's really about that life. So when
man,
talk to me. How you feel about that?
I mean, I think what he's saying is true. I mean, you know, I think it's very, very attractive for a man to be driven and goal oriented, but also still makes time to interact with you and to get to know you. And it says a lot.
So you think it attracts you to make it a fight for his time?
The way you say it just sounds ugh, but it's true. It does. I mean, it does. I mean, to me, if there's the access is so easy, it's not as fun. There's the thrill is gone. You know, that whole instant gratification thing, it just goes, that gets old after a while. It's knowing that, like, man, I know he's got this going on, he's got that going on, but man, he just checked on me. He just came, you know, we spending time, we're making plans. Like, it makes it worth so much more. And it's knowing that you're going to be with somebody that is secure in his own self. He doesn't necessarily need me. And I think it pushes the woman. I mean, if she got that sauce, to be like, you know what, I'm gonna step it up too. I'm gonna do my thing over here while he's doing his thing, and then we make time for each other. Boom. I don't know. That's just my thing. I do agree with what he's saying. And I didn't know that there was the gangster, the preacher, and the teacher that was, but he does make a good point there. Those three individuals, or those type of men, are ones that, like you said, are about their business, their goals, they're goal oriented in whatever field that they're in. And it does make the woman have to say, I'm over here. Hey, look at me. Which I think a woman will be there as long as the effort is there to make time for her. I mean, to be totally 100. If a man is always giving his time and always putting it into that woman, she's gonna leave somewhere and go with somebody that makes her feel like she's not one of many, but his focus is on other things. So I don't know. That's kind of where I'm at with it. That's my opinion. That's my opinion.
Let me try to slightly summarize and bring it back into what I hear. So what I hear is that there is a validation that a man, irrespective of teacher, preacher, or whatever the other one was, there's a validation that you find it more attractive if he is focused in on his purpose, and you find it more attractive if you are vying for his attention, as opposed to him making his attention ever lovingly clear, right? And ever lovingly available for you.
I do think now, for me, where I'm at, I would be more attracted to a man that is goal oriented and driven in his purpose and took time to be disciplined away from, I gotta be all out here and doing X, Y, and Z with a bunch of women. Because the other end of what you're saying, which is what? Outside of, what was the other part of it? The other end of it? Oh God, I've lost you. You gave me two options there. Oh God.
I was talking about that irrespective of being the teacher, the preacher,
okay,
right? Like they are focused in on their purpose.
Okay, their purpose. And then the other part of it was what?
Oh, just prioritizing you. Because here's the thing. Here's my contention. Here's what I've known for years, over a decade, is that the more that I focus on building up my own kingdom, the more that if I place myself in a place to be seen or available or to meet other people, other women, the more attractive I will be to them.
Okay. Because
I know that, and listen, this is why like dudes lie about, right? Like what it is that they, right? Like bring, or how much that they, or they'll front, like, you know, they'll go out to the club and they'll charge all this, that, and the third, put it on credit card and da 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 da. right? And it's because like how a dude is determining his masculinity is different how a woman is determining their femininity. There's just different factors within that. And there's different things that women consider attractive to men and that men consider attractive to women.
Okay.
Men don't find it attractive that a woman will go in, well, oh, homegirls pay for this, that, the third, like that, like it doesn't attract them. But like a woman may say a dude doing that with him and all of his dudes all around and be like, oh, that's a man on his purpose. That's a man that like if I want to have babies with, okay, I can go in there and then he can financially provide during that time of reproduction. Okay, tending to the babies. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Am I tripping?
No, you're not. No, you're not. This is what happens when you deal with people that have this red pill knowledge. Is that being a woman is that you get schooled on these things.
So you hear it and your eyes roll back, but then you think
like,
about it and you're like
damn.
But you're right though.
And that's what I'm saying. That's where I get to that point. But I don't have a problem with being like, damn, you got a point, and you're right.
Tell me if I'm ever wrong, okay? And I want you to be true.
Will.
If like,
I will.
Has it been anything that I've been saying here tonight that's like egregiously off base?
No. But a lot of people don't want to hear that. I mean, it's hard hearing it. You know what I mean? It's like. But it's
how do you feel about hearing like truths about how the way that you think without you even thinking it?
Man, low key, my mind has been blown on several occasions, be it in this on this channel and having conversations with my cousin. I'm like, damn.
Your mind has been blown on several occasions. That's real. That's
and I'm just being completely honest, y'all. I feel like I've been told the complete opposite and been sold this fairy tale, and it's not true. It's not true what society tells us. We have to unlearn and do some digging ourselves.
Readjusting.
Readjusting, realigning, get back onto our true purpose. You know.
There it is.
So.
Shout out to Aizen Sama. Where my soundboard at? Thank you so much, bro, for the $20 super chat. Men haven't been taught that women are primitive in nature. They don't grow because men improve circumstances in society. Men evolve because we build and improve society. Women only improve their own circumstances. How do you feel about that one?
I don't think I agree with that one. Men evolve because we build and improve societies, but women only improve their own circumstances.
Here's the thing. Here's what I think Aizen Sama is getting at, right? Like if you take it from
summarize that, please.
Yeah, if we take it to a more traditional sense, right? Think about it as let's say they're tripping down there.
What they say?
MTR, make the move, pull the mask down and give her a quick little schmooch.
Oh, wow.
David, what's good? What up, MTR? I love the channel. Appreciate you, David. Yeah, we're too serious up in here. Okay.
We are.
We're too serious.
It's heavy.
Let me answer Aizen Sama. So I think like to a degree, think about it like from a traditional sense. Like let's say that like you were in your tribe with your your significant other. Let's say that another tribe comes in and eviscerates your tribe. Okay. You have a decision to make because the men were fighting, the person that you were with, that you were fighting with, okay, it's no longer there. So you have now a decision. Either you will choose to ramshack with the new tribe and be like, nah, okay, in order to live, or you're going to remain amongst your laurels and die with your person who already died.
I'm going to go down with everybody.
You want to go down with everybody?
Hell yeah, I'm not fucking, no.
Oh, she's a writer.
Yeah, nah. They got to take fighting tooth and nail.
You going to fight tooth and nail?
Yes. I'm about that life.
That's outside of the nature that Aizen Sama is talking about. That's outside of what he's talking about.
He's going down another path, though, with it.
He went down another path. He went down another path. Shout out to Eisen Summer. Appreciate the $20 super chat, my G. Okay. Did you lose weight?
What? Somebody said I lost weight.
Tiff lost weight.
I'm on this vegan thing, y'all.
I think she got an African man with a Montemo that melts the way. But this is the first time you come in with slim sleeveless.
Yeah,
shit.
honestly,
Tiff is tall. How tall are you?
I'm almost 5'10".
She's like,
Yeah,
you like
I'm
5'9" and a half.
5'9" and 3/4. But the
And
hair,
you used to play basketball.
Yeah, you used to play basketball.
You chose not to play me because you know I cross your ass up.
Ooh.
Ew.
Maybe we should do this live stream at the court when they finally put the hoops up. Let's try this.
Listen, when they put the hoops up,
when they finally put the hoops up,
I'm gonna cross you out your ACL. Don't play with me.
Oh no, player, no.
I don't watch
want
sports,
the smoke,
but I'm an athlete. Don't play with me.
Don't let them fool y'all.
Oh, don't play with me.
Don't let them fool y'all.
Oh, you ready to get back down in there?
Yeah, let's go.
Shout out again to Boogie Talks down into the building. Oh, what did he say? Also, MTR, be careful. There are men that hate women and try to cover it up with red pill or some other shit. Yeah, I know those two. Those are generally not the people that follow my channel or anyone that's down into the chat. Nintuno. Those are definitely majority of those that don't follow me because we go on a live stream. We start talking about some shit, and I try to make it real to them. They don't tend to follow my channel. They go other places. Okay. Shout out to everybody that's down into the building. I appreciate all the love that's coming down in here. You don't follow my channel if you want to sit in a complainer stance. That's not the reason why you come on my channel. That's not the reason why you come on my channel because you see somebody who's interacting with the opposite sex, who's able to bring them down in here. Because at the end of the day, like I take my ideologies and I throw it up in a way where I can pressure test it amongst other people. And a lot of folks don't know how to do that. So I feel like there's a component, and then also there's a component of I bring them up here, and then y'all like to watch them walk the plank. So Tiff doesn't walk the plank because
sweat, I was sweating a couple times to match y'all though.
Yeah. Yeah. So it is what it is. Hold up, don't play with me, okay? I will dunk on you. Don't play with me. I don't watch other people sweat. I am the sweater. Let's keep it funky. Okay. I come to your channel
back and forth. Okay.
For the ladies. It is what it is. You're here though. That's all that matters. Okay. Are you serious?
Oh,
hold up. She got tired walking up to my crib. It's one flight.
Why you gonna do that?
It's one flight.
Hold on.
She got to the top and she was like, "Oh, there's a lot of steps."
I'm like, you know what? Because I'm over here saving lives every day. Okay. And he's over. No.
What that got to do with your cardio?
Because I've been lifting, running, doing
what? Walking. You just been walking. That's the problem.
Yeah, I might have just been walking.
Okay.
I just said my legs are kind of tight. I've been actually, you guys, I got a bike and I've been getting out. That's like a nice stress reliever. So go ahead.
It looked like Taylor Iverson versus Jordan. She wouldn't cross nobody up. Trust me.
I'd get them.
She wouldn't cross nobody up. Trust me.
All right.
Don't play with me. Okay.
He ain't ready.
Don't make me bring out the camera out to the court. Okay. Taking bets. How dare you? Next best name. I thought we was.
What's up, my guy?
I thought we was cool.
My guy.
I thought we was cool. Let's get back down into the goddamn.
Okay.
And he give me that, which I'm asking for. You respect it more because you're not just a savage because you got big titties and a fat ass. So
now hold up. Let's talk about that real quick because she got her entire mammary glands down into the chat. How do you feel about that? Well, how do you feel when you see a lady doing that?
I just think that is a lot. You doing a lot right there. Like he can see, everybody can see all that. You're doing too much.
She is stretching out that. What is it? What type of top is that called?
A halter. It's like all the way right above the nipples.
She's stretching. She's stretching that shit out. Okay.
I don't know.
How do you feel about ladies that do that?
Honestly, I think it's you're compensating for something. I don't need to show a lot. I don't.
You just bring tiff. You just bring the mind.
Yes. See, those are the type, and I'm not trying to put her on blast, but like honestly, when you got to do all that extra stuff to show your body, I mean, they're just wanting attention for other reasons, and usually it's the wrong reasons. So guys, don't get caught up in that foolishness, and pay attention. Not down there, up here.
She's showing off the memories. And he called it out. Wait, hold on. Let's take another look at her face as he calls it out.
She took a step back. Like,
she took a.
You respect it more because you're not just a savage because you got big titties and a fat ass. So.
Wait a minute. You saw right. wait. Right. Wait, hold on. We're gonna play that one more game.
Oh my God.
We're gonna play that one more game.
You are living this.
Look at her. Right, look at her smiling right before that. Get out of here.
Which I'm asking for. You respect it more because you're
not
just a savage because you got big titties and a fat ass.
Smile done. Smile done.
She's trying to take him off his mouth. No, but because she is the woman, she's great. She's God. You're gonna. That's going to tempt the greatest man. Now, where the man falls is if he was disciplined until he met her. That's not his fault. If he was disciplined until he met her, and now he ain't no longer disciplined. Now he ain't hitting the block no more. Now he praying less. Now he in the church less. Now he got to have more sex than he have his connection with God. Now he ain't into the incense and the oils. Let's just fuck. I got to go store, but the wax ran out. Let's just have sex. You see, when that shit changes and you throw it out the window, the very thing that attracted the woman to the man dissipates. And then you wonder what the hell happened. Shit changed. That's what we say. Shit changed. But the thing is, those guys will always get it. So we're going to go back to that woman's question.
Yeah.
What kind of man to look for? Look for a man of discipline. I ain't tell you go get the gangster. I'm just going to tell you the gangster going to be more honest than most men. I ain't tell you get a preacher. I don't rock out with those religions or imam or whoever. But I'm going to say traditionally, they would be more disciplined and more honest if they really about that life. So normally the leaders of those worlds are the ones that normally get the women the easiest because they're respected because of their discipline. Because with them, you're not expecting dishonor. Now, if you meet me and, I'm over here, I got my wives and my children, but you meet me and I'm over here sneaking you in different hotel rooms and everything like that, then Brother Polite lost his demeanor. And I've now reduced myself to all the niggas you already know. You know how to master me now.
Oh. What you look like? Fix your what? Show some respect. Put that goddamn mask up.
Let me cover my nose. Okay.
How you feel about that? So what he's saying is at the point that you start to bend your will or bend your discipline for a woman, right? Like because of the viscosity, because of the entering in of what that is.
I don't know. I still think there just needs to be balance there. Like
how you mean?
You still have your. I mean, when it comes to like having not losing yourself in a woman or a man, you still having your purpose and you still having that same commitment if that's what you want. And he's saying when it becomes unbalanced, that's when shit used to be falling apart. And that's simply put, that's what it is. So I don't know.
So you agree?
Yeah, I do. I like this dude. Do you have more videos on him?
Brother Polite, yeah, I got a ton of videos on him. He's smart as shit.
Yeah. How many wives does he have?
I think he's got 3 or 4.
Oh, wow.
So he's married to one. He's been married to her for I think over 20 years, and then he's got and they're all bad.
And they cool.
All beautiful. Yeah, they all beautiful.
Wow.
But he's wrote a whole bunch of books. I want to say he's wrote over 50 books.
Oh wow.
So he's very, very smart. Every time I post a video of him, I get people on here that he's a scammer, da 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 da. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means because they say he's a scammer and they never really give me information on how he scams. I heard like people say that they buy products from him and then they don't
get
the products. That's allegedly. That's what I hear anecdotally. I don't know the truth behind that at all. Anytime that I see him, I see nothing but knowledge.
Right.
He does not have 3 wives. All his are wives are of the melanated complexion. That's incorrect. Let's get back down into it.
Now it ain't even exciting no more. You see what I'm saying? So the mystery that we talked about earlier has to manifest. When you come in the crib, you need to know, oh shit, like speaking a new language. Yo, we was gonna have sex today, but this nigga did the room differently and everything. Like the mystery keeps the relationship lit. But once you got a nigga mastered, don't want to go into something that she understands is there. When you run a storefront and you have everything on the shelves, and you leave it like that 1 month, you leave it like that 2 months, you leave it like that 3 months, eventually you lose sales without realizing. When you take everything and you say, you know what, I'm gonna take everything off that shelf and I'm gonna put it on the shelf over here and take everything off that shelf and put half of it over there and I'm gonna create a new shelf over here. People walk in the store and they don't feel like they know what's already going on, and it makes them have to pay attention. So when everyone gets together,
oh, that's it.
you get to see the type of dude I am.
Just real quick. Yeah, that's the end of the video.
What does he mean by that last part? And it kind of got lost.
I don't know about the last part. Let me ask you a quick question real quick.
Okay.
Would you ever be involved in a polygamy?
No.
Polyamory?
No. I have a friend that's polygamous. Yeah.
Do I know?
No.
Okay.
No.
It's a woman?
Yes.
And she's with a dude that has multiple women?
Yep. They're trying to find more wives.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did she say why?
She kind of went into this. She started when she started dating him. I think that's when she was introduced to it. I might be wrong, but she was always very open and kind of had a community-based kind of lifestyle. She wanted to have like her own space, her own life, but also and that's kind of how she explained it to me. She's like, you know, these other women, these other wives are like my sisters. Like they care for my children. They kind of help the household. I have time to go and travel while they're taking care of the home and my husband. And, you know, I have freedom to do whatever I want, you know, I think within reason, within their relationship boundaries, I guess. But she loves it. She all about it. I mean, and the way she explained it, it made sense, but I cannot do that. I don't like to share. Not on that end. I'm just not made up that way. But some people, they are totally comfortable with it, and they believe that that's how it should be, and they cool. They're probably the most open people that I know. Like her and her husband, and they're real cool. They are the coolest people ever.
I think that there's a degree of stepping outside the matrix within that polygamy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think like to a degree, the ability to handle all of those emotional forces,
mm-hmm.
I think it's difficult. It probably deserves a degree of like respect to get to like see someone that can do it with 5 and be a black man in my opinion, because it's so far and away the things that we've been taught as like kids. But like you also got to think of like before we were brought to America, that's how we lived.
Yeah.
Right. Like, so this idea of monogamy is really is placed onto us from a religious perspective, mm-hmm. on a religion that had nothing to do with us before we came up over on those boats. Mm. So I think like the conditioning or the nurturing of monogamy sits within a lot of us. So here's the thing. I got a lot of dudes that I know that I'm like, I see how they move and I'm like, there's no way that you should be with a girlfriend. Like, you should have multiple honest, right? Because you're not built for that. you're just not built for this monogamy shit. It's just not your shit.
That's what I'm saying. Some people aren't, and you just find those people, and that's your tribe, literally. Some people are, I mean, like I said, they are the coolest couple ever, and I mean, they have kids and everything, and I mean, that's just what they want. That's the lifestyle that they want, and they're okay with it.
You see Malcolm's question.
What does it say?
Would you be poly to a rich man?
No, can't do it. I told you I can't share. That's just.
What if he made a bill a year?
No.
You paused there for a second. You paused for a quick second. Y'all saw that pause? It's a live stream. I'm not gonna edit that shit out.
I was trying to figure out what you say.
I heard.
I said what?
I heard your mind.
No.
Like I heard the math numbers just.
Nah,
that's all I heard.
Nah.
A bill a year.
Nah.
And he said, "Listen, I love you, but I love her too.
I gotta have these 5 other women.
No, two. Let's say 2 others. Let's say 2 others, and then you go hang out in his villa in fucking Cali. He's got a villa in Cali. He's got a villa in Hawaii because it's just a plane ride away.
I do like
Hawaii. He's got a condo rooftop in Manhattan on the Lower East Side. And then he'll buy you a house. He'll buy you a house next to your mom.
Man,
a bill a year?
Man, that is really nice. Buy my house next to my mama.
Next to your mom.
Dang,
he'll buy the whole block a bill a year. Is the price right?
No, I can't do it, y'all.
So you don't think you could be happy doing that?
No, I don't think so.
So what would make Tiff happy?
Honestly, I don't want no polyamorous situation. I just need one good man, and I think I found a good one. So I don't need. I know I did.
But what components of that man would make you happy?
You always got to come with the
fantastic questions.
Fantastic questions. I mean, I had a list that I had made. Like,
bring it out, nigga. What's up? Where that?
I made it like 7 years ago.
That's before you understood red pill.
That's before I understood red pill, and it had all the things that I wanted in a partner, and I mean, a lot of it's checked off. Shoot, I don't know. I don't really want to go into it, but. Oh, look, he's disappointed.
What are the things that would make you happy if you saw these characteristics in a man that you're interested in?
What? Say it one more time.
What are the things that would make you happy if you saw those traits in a man that you're interested in?
Don't look at my.
Finish your shit. I got way more. Enough.
Why are you coming at my life?
Because I tell you, we're not gonna make it through the stream without asking fantastic questions. Shout out to Al Wands. Women want a man they can dominate. If she can impose her will on him, know the world can too. That is why women test too polite.
No.
I think that is true.
What?
Women, I don't think women want a man that they can women want a man that they can't dominate.
Okay,
Facts.
I saw can't. I was like, what?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Sorry, my bad. Yeah, I saw that too. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, they want a dude that they cannot. I mean, in majority of situations.
I don't want anybody. I want my man to lead. Like I don't need. I already do.
That's because you're feminine.
Oh well.
There's masculine women out there that act like they don't want to lead, act like they don't want to, right? Like, and those ones don't want a dude that they can't dominate. They want a dude that is either equal with them or that they can dominate.
Like, I don't think they want
masculine women.
Okay.
You're not a masculine woman, in my opinion. Paul Masson. No, we're not drinking Paul Masson. Get out of here. Yo, there's some beatology. What's good, my G? Yeah, they funny.
I love
I call Paul my son Uncle Paulie. You understand? Like
Uncle
my younger
Paulie.
years, Uncle Paulie, we used to get that popping. You understand me? Shout out to Awan Downs. Appreciate the $5 super chat. Can she see other men in that poly relationship? I think you kind of answered this.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't want you to get out the original question.
Oh, he's man.
Yeah, we got to bring him back to it. Okay. What are the things that would make you unadulteratedly happy from a man in a relationship?
I have to have like equal partnership, right?
The
like,
fuck does that mean?
So, damn. So, I like this whole teammate mentality. Like you have, you know, at times there's going to be somebody that's going to be doing more than the other person, and vice versa. It's somebody that can pick up the ball and like finish it. You know what I'm saying? When you can't, I have to have a good support system. I have to have adventure because life is just too fucking short, and communication is huge. That will make me happy. I have to know what's going on. That was like my thing growing up. I'm always asking questions. I'm so curious. And if a person has to feel like they have to hide something or they can't be vulnerable, I want somebody that's going to be able to be vulnerable. And a lot of people can't do that. They don't like to do that. And
Go ahead.
so to me, that's a huge thing. But I noticed that that's something that I had to work on too. I looked at that list and I'm like, damn, a lot of that, what's on that list, I had to fucking work on myself. I did. I'm over here expecting these things from somebody else and not expecting them from myself. And so when I'm thinking about the list, a lot of those things that are on there is, I guess it's like me talking about myself. That's weird.
Oh shit just got real.
I did. I know. I mean that just kind of like.
So what does that mean? Like at a deep level, does that mean that you love yourself and you expect yourself within, right? Like, what does that mean?
I just feel like if I'm expecting something from other people, I gotta expect it from myself. You know, like if I'm expecting somebody to be vulnerable and open and communicate, because a lot of times I was realizing I wasn't doing that myself. You know, when I was trying to get to know people, I wasn't doing that myself. So how that's just being hypocritical. It's just not. It's not realistic. And then I was limiting myself at the end. So, no,
I was just saying. I appreciate like the reality and the way that you describe that, because I feel like, here's the thing: none of us are perfect, right? And I don't know if like I think a degree of like the dudes on this channel are expecting the women on here to understand red pill ideologies, right? And I mean, it just is what it is, because I bring women on here that are typical women that haven't heard any of this shit, and they get blown up in the they get absolutely blown. But it's like it's a degree, because I think it's triggering to a degree. So like I think that you recognize some things within what you expect versus what you bring to the table, and then you sit within a degree of reality in that.
Yeah, it's very enlightening. This has been a very enlightening experience.
So let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Within that, okay, because we talk about this bring to the table question, and I've done video reactions.
Oh yes. Oh my God. That was like one of the first questions. I was like, oh shit. Y'all got me. Y'all got me. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So I guess we got you at a certain point. You've gone on this path. You've understood different things of what you can contribute or what you might bring. You've met somebody that, you know what I'm saying, you probably enact those things at. So I think like what have you learned within understanding components of this red pill journey that aided in what you might deliver to a man in a table situation?
Oh shoot.
My question is getting crazy. Are they? These are deep.
They are deep. They are deep. At first it was all about just getting the male perspective, but it's not just the male perspective. It's just people, understanding our true selves,
Mhm.
right? And having, I say, an abundant mindset. And someone also said self-preservation, right? So red pill for me, I think ultimately has just kind of given me the courage to look at the not so pretty parts of myself. Because those questions that you guys asked that were like so uncomfortable, and I think with a lot of the other guests, like really stopped them in their tracks. It's like a mirror. You really have to fucking look at that shit. It's like, it's not pretty.
Mhm.
It's raw. It's
Mhm.
uncut. And I think that's why a lot of women give pushback when they first hear about it,
Mhm.
because we've been told we've got to put a mask on, got to put makeup on, we got to do this, we got to do that, we got to live this kind of lifestyle. And then it's like, no, you ask these simple, logical questions and we can't even fucking answer it.
Facts.
We can't even fucking answer them. And honestly, this year and a half, it's probably been about a year and a half, I really had to do some soul searching to really understand, like, why am I still single? Why am I still making these same mistakes? Mistakes.
Yeah.
Let's be 100. Oh shoot, my nut.
Come on. I don't want no corona on me.
No, but for real, like, this is what I've been talking about, and I've been talking about it, but I was going through it at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And I think now I'm at a place where I'm like, I get it. And finally, I have a great person in my life. So it really it didn't turn out the way I thought it would. I thought it was going to be easier than this. I thought this journey was going to be really easy. I did. But then when you guys started asking those simple questions, I had to ponder over that shit. When my cousin was like, what can you bring to the table? I can get rid of all this other stuff. You're giving me these fluff answers. And I'm like, what? What are you talking about? I even asked my mom. She gave me the same answers I gave.
I am the table.
Yeah. I asked my friends. They said the same thing. It's like, wait, guys, this is not, come on, let's be honest with ourselves. This isn't it. And it's not only women. Come on, guys. Let's be honest with ourselves.
Well, that was actually going to be my next question.
Oh, okay.
That was going to be my next question, because we talk about on this channel so much of what, how much women may not understand what we look for in them. They may not understand kind of like what makes us happy. They may not understand kind of like these different components. So often a lot of the content on this channel is like what they don't do, what women don't, or what, like, here's how they think. But what would you say to us that, like, what's the opposite, right? From a woman's perspective, what is it that we don't get about y'all?
See, I feel like a lot of people guys automatically assume that we're just so emotional that, like, we can't even really see and understand what you're talking about. Let's take the emotion part out of it and let's, like, really look and see what all does she have on her plate? What all are we going through? I mean, let's peel back some layers. Why is she always calling? Why is she, like, there's a need right there, right? Let's look at her family situation. Let's look at some of the other things before you dive deep into this person that you're getting to know. You can find out real quick if she's somebody you want to deal with or not, especially when you have the red pill knowledge. You can find out quickly. So why waste your time? What's that look for?
I hear you. So it seems like it's a game of logic versus crazy bullshit, right? Like, like
So who's got the crazy bullshit?
a lot of ladies just don't live in reality, and they're expecting this.
Okay, but you know where they get it from. They get it from society. They get it from their mamas, their aunties, their friends telling them the same stuff. Ask those questions, but follow up with a don't automatically go for blood, when you come at her, because I know you guys all coming from a place of, there's a place of hurt there. Let's be honest. There is a place of hurt and frustration. And you want to get her to understand what's going on, but I don't know what the best solution is to get a woman to understand if there's a wall that's already built up. I don't know.
It's tough because
it is.
Here's the reason why it's tough as well, is because you never have to kind of atone for the reality until it's too late.
Mm-hmm. And that's honestly, that's where it is.
That's where it is. And then you find yourself at an older age, and the dudes are going to be 10 to 15 years older that look at you, and you looking at them like, wait, but hold up.
Mm-hmm.
And right, like, and then the options, just dudes don't experience that, right? Like we generally experience like not being valuable in our 20s. Right.
Yeah.
And that reality hitting, because the whole like men and women,
mm-hmm.
Women and children.
Yeah.
Boys and girls are both children.
Yeah.
But then after 18, boys are men.
Yeah.
So, but the women still, because little girls transfer into women, right? So like there's still a value placed in society of being a girl and a woman. Mm. Irrespective of what you've accomplished, irrespective of kind of what you've delivered in your life.
Right.
But a man experiences a very, what Brother Polite was talking about, it's a realization of your worth. And a lot of what your worth is determined by is how a woman views you, right? Or how society views you.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, if you're an attractive woman, there's a lot less effort that goes into it, but beauty fades.
It does. She only cute because she young. You gotta like keep it moving. That's what my daddy always says.
Keep it moving. Shout out to Uncle Gary Grant. Thank you so much for the 5 Canuck bucks. Men only need the 4C, cool, calm, collective, and confidence than any woman he wants. It's that simple. Are you going to open up the lines? I don't think so, Uncle G. I think that we are past 11. I know we talked about. We said like 10 something.
Yeah, but we kind of got off for a minute. We were going in, and then we finally got back on
track.
Back on track. So
we back on track.
Yeah.
Appreciate the 5 Canuck bucks, Uncle Gary Grant. We're probably gonna get out of here in a few. You cool with that?
Yeah.
My bladder about to pop.
I know. I
Hold on. I'm about to go.
It's getting late, y'all. It's getting late.
Yeah.
What is it?
Next, bring me. No women bring nothing to the table. Sprinkle. He's talking about a specific book from another content creator that has a book called this. She's a woman. She says, "I bring nothing to the table," and she does the sprinkle shit. Yes. She's honestly hilarious to me. Hilarious to me.
Okay, I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. Sprinkle. No, they're not talking about you.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let me get back down in there. Salute everybody that's donated tonight. I wholeheartedly appreciate you. Listen, we got 250 likes. We've had way more than 250 people in here tonight. I would appreciate you guys dropping a like on the video wholeheartedly. Would appreciate that. Okay. Listen. Okay. Yeah, Diego, I see you. Yeah, do that tomorrow. I'll open the lines up tomorrow. I'll see what I might do a single reaction tomorrow. I gotta figure it out tomorrow. What I'm gonna talk about.
Are you gonna go live again? Is that how you do it?
I might go live again tomorrow. I don't know. It just depends how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Depends how I feel.
Froggy, jump.
I don't know. There's some protests that's happening downtown. I may go join the protest. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm
about
trying
it.
to figure out what I want to do too. So we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
How you feeling at the end of this? I feel like we've
I think we
talked
did
about
some
it all.
things. I think we did some things.
All right, listen. Should we close out?
Yeah, you know, you see my eyes getting, you know.
Yeah. Let's close out. Let's call it a day. Wholeheartedly appreciate everybody that's come through tonight. We've gone through the video. We've talked about very interesting aspects of the video. Wholeheartedly appreciate all of your guys' perspective. I know you guys are probably tired of hearing me talk about consuming entertainment versus delivering entertainment.
That's good. We need to hear that. We do.
Listen, they talk about bring her back tomorrow. Look, you got fans in here. Bring her back tomorrow. She's like, nah, I'm gonna avoid MTR for another 3 months. Okay, she did that already.
Blame it on COVID.
Blame it on the COVID.
The COVID Rona, Miss Rona.
The dirty Rona.
The
And I gotta
dirty
finish
Rona.
this too. Oh, and it's early. First time we ended it before the 5-6 hours in. So which means I gotta head outside and get it popping. Y'all already know. Shout out to everybody that came down into the building. Y'all already know what it is. Tiff, I want to have you back again sometime very soon. Hopefully you had a fantastic time here today.
I did. It was great. Thank
I
you.
wholeheartedly appreciate your personality.
Thank you.
Your truthfulness, right? Because that transparency, I think, goes a long way when we start talking about these very intricate dynamics between man and woman.
Oh,
okay?
yeah.
Male and
Oh,
female.
yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
It gets kind of rocky, but we're going to get through it.
Gets rocky. We're going to get through it. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. And pardon the masculinity.
Okay.
Oh, we taking it old school real quick. Y'all not ready. Y'all not ready. Pardon the masculine. Sorry, watch my back. Pardon my back. Peace, motherfuckers.
Stay safe, y'all. Stay safe.
Appreciate each and every one of y'all. Seriously, let's get out of here.